Hello, darkness, my old friend. We've shit the bed again. It's all about the magic moments, eh? The magic moments. Oh my God. Collingwood. I told you they got us on speed dial. These blokes, I'm taking this off because I'm about to suffocate. I told you these blokes have us on speed dial. All the toxic positivity merchants out there. Sorry, I'm a toxic fan. Sorry. I am sorry. I hold my hands up. But the 23 blokes on the field, plus the senior sergeant, are 24 criminals. 24 criminals. They shouldn't be allowed to exit the MCG without handcuffs on. Absolute criminals they are. We've got a Krispy Kreme donut maker in Elijah Hollands, absolutely statless. Nick Haynes has been drinking laxatives pre-game because all he did was shit himself tonight. Patrick Cripps, again in the big moments. Where were you, my friend? I'll always say Bontempelli. When the game asks of you, Bontempelli stands up. When the game asks of you, Nick Dacos, he stands up. When the game asks of you, Jamie Elliott, Mr. Clutch, he stands up. And what do we got? What do we have? We've got Michael Voss at the helm. The evidence is there. The evidence has been there for years and years. We just can't close it out in the big moments. 20-odd points up in the last quarter. What do you do? What do you do? What do you say? Do I lose it tonight? Do I crack it? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where this could go tonight. 12-11-83 in front of a 78. I was surprised there was 78,000 people there to 13-10-88 Collingwood. And speed dial Carlton just says W. Nick Dacos again. We knew that was going to happen. 39. 1 goal, 1. Probably should have kicked 2. Probably should have had another. Oscar Steen, like, who is this bloke? Like, who are these players? Who are these players? I cannot wait for the BAFTA award press conference tonight by Mr. Mikael super duper Mikael Voss. I cannot wait. I'm serious. I cannot wait. But again, thank you to everybody that is watching right now. Make sure you hit the like button. Hit the subscribe if you're not a subscriber. If you are a Collingwood and you've come here to see the pain, you'll see the pain live and free tonight. Tim Membry again. Jamie Elliott again. Same thing. Same shit every week, Blues, isn't it? I mean, I could replay that spray from 2020 or 2019 when I did it against Brisbane and we could just see it. Yep. Clap them off. As I think they clapped them off. Same shit every week, Blues. Same shit every week. Garbage. Absolute garbage. That's what it was. Mate, we make comical errors. Amateur hour. We're an amateur football club. We're actually a novice football club. 2 666 incidents in 10 minutes. We lost the game in 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes. Oh, my God. And don't put the blame on Taylor Byrne. Do not put the blame on Taylor Byrne. It wasn't his fault. We shouldn't have got ourselves in that predicament. So, hey, here we are. So let's get the cooch. Mick Marcucci, how are we? And before we start, I just want to say to everyone, hello in the chat, to everybody, sorry. We're going to get a lot of this tonight. I know that. Jagger needs to play in the twos. That's it. We're coming for him already. Don't stress. Akers and Sard will be back. You know, who else have we got? Voss still talking about losing the game in those little moments. I think letting a team kick 5 unanswered in the last 7 or 8 minutes is a big fucking moment. And at the moment, you're coach. But how are you? How are you? I'm going to get Riser in there too. And Oz, we got Oz. How are you?
Hey, boys.
How are we?
Sorry, it's a bit dark in here. I'm in my car, man. I can't wake my missus up. She's in bed.
No, that's all right. I'll get Rocco in as well. But we'll get We'll get Mick Marcucci's thoughts first. Let's go. Hit the let's go for it. Go. Hit us.
Mate, I know we're all going to repeat the same shit tonight that we do every fucking week, but it's the saddest part of all this is you can never feel good. That's the shittest part of this whole thing. As a supporter, and, to Rocco's point that he always repeats, people say it's not a game. We watch this game to get some enjoyment. Even if we lose, it's some enjoyment out of it. We get a quarter of footy every week. It's all we get. All we get. And you know through that quarter that that's all you're going to get. You know that that's not going to continue. You know that they're going to fall over. You know the pressure's going to come and they're going to fold. And week after week after week, it keeps happening. And I was on the Voss bandwagon last year. You guys will attest to this. I was trying to defend him, trying to say, I think there's more to this. There isn't. A team can only be as good as its leaders. It's as simple as that. And vice versa.
Yes.
The amount of confusion that goes on that ground it's diabolical. And when you got people running around who may as well have a needle hanging out of his friggin' arm, like Elijah Hollins needs to be castrated after that. That's an absolute abomination that was acceptable. But anyway.
Has anyone seen the footage lately?
Oh, when he was running back, I don't know what he was doing. I
just saw some footage of the Dacos interview after the game, and he was hanging out behind Dacos and just waving his arms around to nobody.
Yep.
He's fucking cooked, man.
It's going to be all over the news.
I've got to see it. But that was probably the worst game I've ever seen a player not play in my life. The worst. We've got a bit of I'll mute the mic, Riser. That was the worst game I've ever seen a play. He just went out there and didn't even do any. What was he doing? Gymnastics or something? Oz, how are you?
Good. I was at the game live. Pretty poor in the end.
It was poor. It was very poor. Nick, thank you for the sticker as well. Riser, I think you have to go out and then come back in. I mean, fuck, what do you make of it? I mean, Rocco said we're at the game tonight and they found a new way. They found a new way to embarrass us. 20-odd points up in the last, and they found a new way. I mean, Rocco?
Man, we'll get into this. I mean, we're going to get into this for the whole week now. But, yeah, I was saying there's only so many ways you can get screwed, like there's books out there where there's like, how many positions can you do? Like there's only so many positions that you can get fucked, right? But they've found a new way because I did not expect this way. Like this, you think about it, this year there's always been a new way. 12-goal quarter, 44 points up, 20 points up in the last quarter. To be 3 goals up, then to see them in 5 minutes kick 5 goals and absolutely destroy us. Then to do the worst part for me, the 666, that free kick, that's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. That is kids shit. How the fuck? And that led to a goal, and then to come back, which was a false comeback to me, right? And then to allow this 19-year-old take a kick. I'm not blaming him. I'll be turning around to these players and say, why did we put this kid in this position? Like, are you serious, people? Like, I keep saying it, the leaders, Cripper, an at game, where was he? When he looked, Walsh, as good as he is, the amount of times he got caught and done stupid decisions, I can't deal with these people anymore. Harry Mackay, yeah, he started well. Listen, you can't keep getting knocked out and then say it's an accident. Like, I don't get it. And then anyway. Oz, what do you reckon? I want to hear from Oz, man. You watch this game closely. Well, tell me.
I thought we were good for 3 quarters, and then we had a fade out again in the fourth. But we had a lot of skill errors in the game.
Oh,
That's
wow.
that is our list to it. That's just our list, isn't it? I mean, this was us. That was us. You knew, bro. That was me, Nick Dacos. Every time he got the ball, did anyone want to go to him tonight?
What was the answer? Who did they send to him?
Adam Chera,
Ollie Hollins.
Ollie Hollins.
What the fuck?
The goal that he kicked in the goal square is inexcusable. That is so poor by Nick Haynes from an elder statesman. Push the ball over.
Yeah,
but it's happened. It's happened year on year on year on game on game. It's click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste, click copy, click paste. I'm telling you, they're comical. They're amateurs. They're actual amateurs. And I know we can all sit here and the people say, yeah, but you're talking from the cheap seats. We know what good footballers look like, and we know what good football looks like, and that is definitely not good football, and that's not what good footballers look like. Patrick Cripps, again. What's this bloke doing? What is this bloke doing the big when the pressure moment comes? Where is he? Where is he? You guys missing again.
100%.
You know what I said before, and we find new ways to get fucked. The sad part for tonight as well is, and the commentators even said it as well on tally, that the transition goals were better. It's the best we've done in years. We actually scored 30-odd points from defensive 50 transitioning to goal. So we found something that we're not good at, and we've capitalised on it, and then we fold like a house of cards after it, and we went defensive from that last quarter. The amount of times we got the ball forward of centre, and there was nothing to go to because everybody had pushed up the ground defensively. Why do we keep doing that every week? How many times do we need to say, put the knife on the throat when we're 3-4 goals up? You got them on the ropes, go nuts.
They can't do it.
Ali, they just let us keep coming a little bit till we ran ourselves ragged, and then fucking Dacos turns his, arse jets on and off he goes. It bored me tonight. It bored me watching that. Because you could see what they were doing. You could see what Collingwood were doing. Chipping the ball around, making us run like fucking idiots, and just ran us ragged.
And we've got no answers. We've never got an answer. There's never an answer. I mean, in every game, I think I've seen the stat now, they've either kicked anything between 4 and 7 goals unanswered in every game. And they did it again tonight. I'm not sure if they kicked 4 or 5 goals in that last quarter. But every game, the first one they kicked 12.
5 in a row they kicked.
They kicked 5. So they kicked 5. So every other game, if you look at it, I think it's between either 4 and 5 to up to 7 goals unanswered every single game, right? We cannot stop the momentum. How can we not stop the momentum, Mars? I don't understand, bro. Like I'm trying to understand how we can't stop the run.
Oh well, I know why. Because look at the man at the top.
Exactly.
Look at what he implements: fundamentals, the gameplay, the style of play as well. I mean,
as soon as on the ground, bro, like how?
You go.
No, how can they not stop it? Like they're the ones that are in battle. They're on the front line there. I understand the coach, and don't get me wrong. You know what I think about Voss, right? But let's just take the 6-6-6, right? You did it twice in 10 minutes, man. What are the leaders doing? They're the one, like Voss isn't controlling 6-6-6, is he?
No, that was amateur hour by all of them out on the park. That was embarrassing. 2 in 10 minutes. I flipped it.
That is inexcusable. That you cannot accept that. And that comes down to the leaders, and it starts with, right? It starts with Cripper. They're the ones in the middle. Cripper, Walsh, it starts with them. They're the ones. How can you not organise yourself?
But that also comes down to the structures as well, and who the players out on the ground and where you're set up.
I read someone on Twitter wrote, I don't know if this is true because I didn't see it, that both 6-6-6s were on Hollands being out of position.
Elijah or Ollie?
if that's true, no, Elijah Hollins.
Yeah, probably is true.
If that's true, fuck.
It was because Elijah, right, in that's the second one, he just ran into the middle. Then he didn't know where to go. He was like a little kid in a shopping center. He was lost. He's looking for his mum and his dad. No guidance, nothing. He should have been guided out of the stadium. Seriously, that's what he should have been fucking guided to. They should put him on Artemis 3 and leave him on the moon. Leave him on the fucking moon. And let him go float in zero gravity on the moon, mate, because he was rubbish. I think they gave him a touch. How do you not have a touch for a game of footy? They gave him a touch because they felt sorry for him.
We've got a question there by a Collingwood supporter. I think it's Stephen Senna, 1988. Who is Carlton's high-performance manager? Just wondering, as a Pies fan. I don't think that's the problem, but I don't think it's the high performance. I don't think it's like we can't run our games. It's not that. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter who our high-performance manager is. I don't know what it is, man.
Elijah Hollins should be dropped next week. Well, you'd think after that, right? Wow, not good. Oh, fuck.
At least Cooper Lord walks straight in next week for them in there.
Elijah Hollins was like the straight of her moves tonight. Nothing is happening. It was a lot happening, but not in his mind. There was a lot happening. One disposal, 1 meter game from 60% game.
What about Haynes?
Haynes, I told you, he took a bottle of laxatives. He shit himself all night. All night he shit himself.
No, that's one of the worst games I've seen by a backman. Not only did he just allow goals through, his disposals were so terrible. They were just like he couldn't hit a target.
Zero composure.
Yeah.
I'm going to be serious here. Outside of, I thought Carroll was our best again, right?
100%.
Carroll, you know what? Am I wrong to say that you should be looking at him as a captain in the future? Like, the bloke has shown so much passion, right? But outside of Carroll, who was any good tonight? Like, really good? Like,
I thought Ainsworth was good. Ainsworth,
yep, all right. Go.
Nick Newman was good. I thought Nick Newman was good down back as well.
Fuck, it's hard, man. It's hard.
Zach Williams, okay. He's trying to make things happen. He was okay.
All right. Now we're trying to find players.
You know what's frustrating
Dean was okay. Yeah, you're right. Dean, I thought, was okay.
Yeah.
Kent showed signs tonight of some absolute fantastic play, and then as soon as you do something, that was good. You fuck it up. The absolute next possession was a muck up.
Rocco Moro, thank you for the $2. The highlight was Dino in the cheer squad for me. Oh my god, did they show him on TV? Oh my god, he would have been losing it. Dossa BB $7.99. I never want Moss to leave. He's printing us money at this point. I want him to fucking leave and get out of this club. And I want the board out of this club, and I want the recruiters out of this fucking club. Simple as that. I thought Byrne was good. I didn't mind his game. I know I probably won't say on the stat sheet, but I thought he was good. He had really good intensity, and he won some good one-on-ones as well. Just in the end, just unlucky. Feel sorry for the kid. You probably won't sleep for about 20 weeks.
I don't like him.
Crying. There was video of him crying at the end. I mean, the poor kid, man. I'm not putting anything on him. He should never have been in that position. The poor kid, man, to have that sort of pressure on him. And that was just for a draw. That's what I mean. They found another way to fucking screw us. To kick after the siren to draw. 2 years ago, it was McGovern to win. Now it was to, Byrne to fucking draw the game. And the poor kid, man, the bloke, him. I don't know him, but I reckon he's just going to be blaming himself for the whole game.
Yeah, of course. Of course he was. And I mean, our coach will spin this in some sort of positive light for all the toxic positivity merchants out there. And he'll say that, we was a hard fought. We didn't take our magic moments that we should have. We couldn't quell the opposition. If we didn't fight for 15, when he goes, we've got to fight. We've got to fight for 5. It's 5 for 5, but it's 15 for 15. So, I mean, is there a pressure already? I can't already. I can't. I'll have a heart attack. Where is it? I'll have a heart attack.
One thing on Burn, do you feel like we play him too high up the ground for his position? If you look at his heat map, he spent a lot of time on the wing. And I feel like he's a deep forward pocket type. He doesn't have the height or the speed, not that I've seen yet, to play on that wing more. I know you've got to bring him up a little bit, but he's literally playing on a hard wing.
No, he can play there, link up, that type of, he'll get up the ground, and I think he's got to love the kick. He's just struggling to get into games at times. I mean, he's always trying. You can see he's putting it leaving everything out there. He's leaving everything out there. I thought Frankie Evans was a bit, mate, some of the goals he missed, Jesus.
Yeah, he's
Harry Mackay as well. I mean, other than him getting knocked out or whatever he did, he probably got concussed. This is the 3rd time, isn't it? So now he goes to the AFL and probably see you later. Fuck. I mean, 1 goal, 3. All right, there some are from tough angles, but far out.
Come on, man. Tough angles, my ass. Come on, man. They're professional footballers, tough angles. Come on, man. No, I can't accept that. I can't accept that. Now we're making excuses that they're tough angles, man. What are we paying these forwards for?
No, I don't know.
Come on, man. It's just another excuse now.
I'm not making an excuse for him because he should be going around the corner. But people will make excuses for him and say they're from tough angles and they'll try and find a way out. And then they'll feel sorry for him because he got his head crushed.
Oh, man, look, what do you want me to do, man? You got your head crushed, man. And I'm telling you, they're going to look at this now because it's his 3rd concussion, isn't it? In so many years.
Yeah. I'm trying to find this Oz. Who do you think played good? I mean, what do we fix? I don't know anymore. I'm just spinning. My wheels are spinning now.
A forward, obviously, because Mackay just isn't working for us. McGovern kicked 3 goals, so he had a pretty good game.
He's our best forward.
Yeah, McGovern's our best forward. Who else? Campbell had an okay game, but he's more of a midfielder, I think. So he's not a forward, is he?
Who? Camp, I mean, he's more of a backman. I mean, he's better in the VFL, isn't he, at this point?
Yeah, I think we have struggles kicking goals, so that's our main problem.
I think it's more than that.
I actually can't get over Elijah Hollins. I can't get over how bad he is.
I wish you could just Twitter and find some of the videos now because you'd laugh. I sent one to you before. If there's a way you can bring it up.
All right, I'll get it up. Who am I getting in here? I'm gonna get David. Yeah, David. New time, first time comer. How are you, David?
Very well, gentlemen. Good to see you guys all up late.
How are you, David? Explain, David, who you are and what you do.
David Thomason from the WA Blues. I also help host Breakfast with the Blues and, just try to struggle through with you guys through week to week of loving the Carlton Football Club.
It's hard to love, isn't it, right now?
It is, but I mean, I'm still looking forward to the club coming over next week, and we don't get a chance often to see the Blues in the flesh, and to have them on Anzac Day is going to be something very special. So, regardless of where we are on the ladder, I'm really looking forward to next weekend.
Are you worried for Elijah Hollins? Are you worried for Harry Mackay? Are you worried for Taylor Byrne? Are you worried for Matt Carroll? I mean, it's a poison chalice that they drink from at the moment. I mean, I feel like Yeah,
the concern with Elijah Hollands is not necessarily whether he was or wasn't in a state that wasn't ready to play football club. If what is happening with our football club, if we can't identify that and react and do something about it, if he's not in a state to play, surely someone must be able to pull him aside and take him away from the game. And if he's having a panic attack, like some people are saying, take him down in the rooms, let him calm down, and bring him back. Surely somebody must take responsibility in that capacity when a player is obviously not in a position to be playing in a game. So that's not necessarily on the player, it's on the club. So my concern is more the big picture instead of just the player and his actions. So I think there's more to it than that, and we'll wait and see how it washes out. But to me, also, when you hit three-quarter time and the team has a lobotomy collectively, and then our only response by the coach is to hit the panic button, and then before you know it, the game's over and done with. I mean, we could have drawn the game at the end, but at the same time, we destroyed our chances just because our skills and our decision making is so poor. I mean, when a guy's running past you and you miss him by a metre and hand pass a metre behind him, what the hell is going on with our team? I mean, where is our development? Where are our skill sets? What's going on? There's such bigger pictures. I mean, we're talking about selections. Should have brought in Young, and we should have done this and that. But it's not the peripheral players that are the problem. It's the collective. It's the leaders. It's just not taking ownership of the situation. You keep on looking for easy fixes. It's not like that. It's we really need to address the big problems.
Yeah, I mean,
totally agree. That's a good analysis of the game there. You're absolutely right. It's not about those fringe players. I've always said you can bring Jesus Christ himself into this team. It's not going to fix us. It's not going to fix us. We got bigger problems than just because next week you know what it's going to be. It's going to be we'll bring in Flynn Young, you know what I mean? We'll bring in this bloke. This bloke's going to come in, and next it's Cody Walker next year, and then the year in 2 years' time when we're looking at none of this is going to fix this. Joe just shit himself.
Bit of feedback. He shit himself again. He didn't leave at 3
It's time to go.
I'm bringing in Joe. If Joe, you come back in.
I can't hear you there, guys. Maybe I should go back out.
All right, give me 1 sec. It's all that's it. Carlton have tapped into the stream, and we're all done.
They've tapped in.
How are we all?
Joe, I'm going to kick you and then come back in. I'm going to kick you. So, all right.
There
No, it'll work. It'll work again. Go. Sorry, Sav. I mean, I don't even know what's going on anymore. Dossa Bibi, $14.99. He's got more money than sense. This bloke, not sense, actual sense. We're going to be 1 and 10 by the time we might see Win and Collingwood and Dacos are paying for my super chat so I can invest in them. True. That's true.
Yeah. You know what's about Hollands as well, just to the point where you were saying someone at the start of the game should have said he's not good. Let's pull. The emergencies were young. Like, why couldn't you just do a straight swap right there? Very simple, easy done. You've already got a guy who could come in and inject something into the team. Why wouldn't you make that decision at the start of the game? It doesn't make any sense.
Well, it also didn't make sense. The 6-6-6 in the last quarter. I mean, these guys for real. I mean, how hard is it to get that
comical?
Right?
It's comical. That's embarrassing. That's actually pathetic. It's full amateur hour, like novice. Like 2 in 10 minutes is actual comical. Joe, how are you?
Well, I didn't leave at three-quarter time, but I left about 5 minutes later.
I'm spewing. I was trying to find you with my phone so I could get you. I wanted to see you walk out to the Oliver Dean. You should have done it. There was a telltale sign.
5 minutes too late, man. I should have done it. I should have stuck to my guns. That's just, I don't know. It's a disgrace, man. It's just a disgrace. It's beyond comprehension. It's beyond embarrassing for this group now, beyond embarrassing for the coaching group. The club is just, it's in complete freefall, boys. It's fucked. It's completely fucked.
It's custard. That Elijah Hollands vision that encapsulates that. You go look in our chat, Rocco. After when someone's getting interviewed, you look at him.
It's absolutely. I think Joe's. That's it. His camera, his mics in total free
You
flow.
look at him, and I don't want to bash the guy because he's clearly, whatever it is, that encapsulates where our club is at the moment. Unfortunately,
I must say, I thought Hayward didn't deserve a call up, but I thought he was quite serviceable tonight. He did better than I expected.
It's the more to the fact that our leaders and our backroom staff you could have clearly saw before the game that he wasn't right. To send him out onto the field like that is an absolute fucking disgrace and a disservice not only to the player but to the fans.
It goes to show you how messed up.
It is crazy. It's actually scary. It's actually scary. If no one, I think someone said in the chat they were monitoring his heart rate at halftime. If that's all you were monitoring, then Jesus Christ Almighty, we need blood.
I just watched that footage of Elijah.
The players knew too. They will all walk past him.
I don't know what's going on, man.
I'll get the footage. I'm just like putting it. I know people saying, "Can you get it?" I'll get it. I mean, it looks distressing. It actually looks distressing.
I wouldn't even play it. It's actually fucked.
Yeah, I wouldn't play it, Mars.
I wouldn't even play it, Mars. Don't even play it.
It's not worth it.
It was on TV.
Yeah. I mean, you can say it's all on the socials and everything. It's all on the socials.
It's actually sad. Like if he's struggling and the club can't, and didn't they put a piece out about him or how what it means to be back in blue and stuff like that. It's fuck me, man.
Any workplace has a duty of care to employees.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
Absolutely.
I'm not even angry at the game. I'm more angry about that.
Me too.
I'm just watching it on my computer and Jesus. It's not a good watch. I mean, you feel for him. I said at the start of the year that I'm not going to bash him over it, but I did say at the start of the year that it could go pear-shaped pretty quickly if we go 1-5, 1-4. And stuff like this starts happening. The pile-on is just going after this game, after this result as well, and the way we lost. The pile-on is just going to be they are going to come for him. The media this week are absolutely going to come for him.
It's not an indictment on him. It's not an indictment on him.
Yeah, they'll say it's down to the players and all
the club. That's the club. That's the background staff. Lyndon, how are you?
Probably a bit like you guys, nice and flat. I don't know. I mean, we say it every week, don't we? I mean, what more can you say? I mean, this club, I know who said it before, but they just find a new way to let us down every single week. And I think you look at the stats, and this is the 8th out of 9 win for Craig McRae over Michael Voss. They've beaten us 5 times out of those 8 games under a goal. And in the clutch moments, they rise and we fall away. And I just think the way we recruit, obviously, we've been through the coaching thing a million times. I think we all agree what needs to happen there. But we continue to, I just said before, we continue to recruit cupcakes. We don't have any hard nuts, mentally, physically weak. And while we continue to do that, we're going to be the way we are. I mean, I just remember watching tonight with Collingwood, and they've got Maynard running around and McCreary running around, and just hard nuts, and as the game goes on, it's probably no coincidence why in most of the games we play, we're so good early because, everyone's fresh and running around. But when it gets hard and then down to the nitty gritty and it gets into the trenches, we just go missing. And Mars, I think you said before, I mean, the biggest culprit is Patrick Cripps. While Bontempelli relishes that situation, I hate to sort of keep comparing them, but Bontempelli relishes that situation, and Patrick Cripps barely seen. And I mean, there's a lot being said about Jager Smith and all that sort of stuff. I'm not going to put it too much on him. It's his 6th game, and who knows, potentially he might be a Dacos type and he might be our version of Dacos, but I don't think you can put it on him. Just obviously not the young fella Byrne. I mean, geez, we shouldn't have been in that position anyway.
I hope he doesn't wear that loss too hard, because I think he's a real goer, and to be put in that position where he shouldn't have been in, and he tried his best and he failed, but I hope he doesn't wear that too much.
That kick shouldn't have been to square the game up. That kick should have been to put us up 30 points. That's what that should have been.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring the presser up, right? I'm going to put us all here together.
Moments, Mars. Moments.
Yeah,
we're gonna watch Voss presser on the EM.
We're gonna watch.
Before you do, Mark. Before you do, I want to hear a quick word from Andy. How are you, Andy?
All right, go, Andy. I'm sorry, my friend.
We are fucking losers, bro. We are fucking losers. From the person that fucking cleans the boots to the dog at the top, we are fucking losers, bro. And everyone is going around saying, "Oh, Burn, he's a kid. 30 meters out directly in front, he's a fucking loser, bro. Fucking, he's a fucking loser, bro. I don't care, cuz, if he's a kid. 30 meters out directly in front, you're an AFL listed player. Kick a fucking goal. That's it, bro. Go play your fucking thing."
Are you sure you don't want any? You don't have anything else to say, Nick?
I've got plenty more to say, cuz.
You know what? I'm not gonna crucify the kid, but in a way, Andy's right, man. It's kind of that loser mentality just goes through the whole team. You know what I mean? And what happens? He has a shot at goal from 30 and he misses. You know, it's just mirroring everything we're doing through the whole game.
This is what we need.
He's right in a way.
What we need. The NWO, mate. That's what.
And Rocco, you know that if the shoe was on the other foot and had it been Collingwood lining up, you know 100% they're kicking it every single time.
100%. And there's a difference, you know. There's a difference. And the other difference is we start games well, which we have. I'm sick of that starting games well. But we were talking up to three-quarter time, we were going, Elliott's been shit, bro. The bloke's shit, man. Seriously, he's lost it. And what does he do? He kicks probably 2 or 3 of the great goals of the day. You know, when they needed him, he's the clutch goals. When they needed him, he stood up, you know?
Rocco, we're fucking losers, bro. That's it.
Perennial.
Collingwood, that fucking culture, I'm jealous of it, bro.
We envy it.
With everything, bro. And all these people that sit there and say, "Oh, I had an argument with this guy on the train because he said we've got good young players on our list." Okay, we've got young players, but they're fucking shit, bro. Everybody at that club is fucking shit. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care if you play good for 3 quarters. I don't care if you play good for 3.5 quarters. You're fucking shit. Week in, week out, they show us their shit. And every week we go there and we have a little bit of hope because we're dumb, bro. I'm dumb. I speak for myself. I'm dumb.
Hope is for losers, Andy. I keep saying it.
Bro.
Hope is for losers, and we hope because we're a bunch of losers. All right, let's get this show on the road with super duper Mikael Voss. Oh god, this could be anything.
Look at that face.
This could be fucking anything. Gokhan joins us for this is fantastic.
This is fantastic. I look forward to this. Let's play it.
Here we go. The BAFTA award ensues. We've got 12 minutes and 29 seconds of BAFTA award material. Here we go. Get the popcorn.
No volume, Mark.
Mars.
Can't hear him.
Still no volume.
There's volume on the actual screen.
What's fucking smiling for cunt?
Yeah, we don't have to fucking... Don't smile. I'm with you, Gokhan. Jesus Christ.
Mars looks like one of the coaches in the box looking around, doesn't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on here. I can't fix this problem.
You know, someone told me when Collingwood hit the front, he was clapping. He was clapping.
No, he wasn't.
No, not when he was trying to G him up, G the boys, but he's clapping. Come on, boys, come on.
What's happening?
Fuck off, you loser, fucking loser. What about fucking Elijah? Tweaking fucking off his head, bro.
Hey, listen, there's got to be an investigation in that because seriously, there was something seriously wrong.
Still,
I seen him running at one stage, and I'm like, Bro, something doesn't look right. And then I seen him do a couple of things. I was like, I've seen this at Revs at 8 a.m., bro. Like,
apparently, Voss spoke to him after the game, and he was just really upset with himself because he couldn't get into the game.
Can everybody hear?
And he said that he felt like he let Voss down tonight. That was Elijah Hollands.
Well, can you not hear it?
No.
No, we can't.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Yeah, no, there's no audio.
Now?
No.
Fucking hell. They've infected the feed. They've infected the fucking feed already. These pricks. Wait up. Let's try it again. We'll try it again. I don't know. Also, it could be this. Let's do this.
Michael, an all too familiar tale. What are there? How do you address that with the group?
That's better.
Well, the game was fairly simple in the end. We had moments in the start of the third quarter. Came out really doesn't take all our moments. They have the moment in the same period of time, start of the fourth, and they finish their place. So I don't want to make the game any more complicated than that.
Three
sometimes
moments.
it can be as simple as that, and you can have a lot of good process and good method, but ultimately it comes down to small periods of the game and can come down to small moments. And they took theirs and we didn't take ours.
How do you console Taylor Byrne after what he's been through in the last 5 minutes there?
Well, it's understanding that it's not all on the young man's shoulders. We had a conversation there. It's like he's probably rehearsed that in the backyard 2,000 times, been in the MCG, playing against Collingwood, game on the line, siren's gone. But what was important was that, our team supported him through that. And, he didn't quite obviously get the job done, but the boys rallied. So you win together, you lose together. And, in that particular moment, it was good to see the players get around him as strong as they did. But he was a pretty upset young man. But he needs to know he doesn't need to own all that. And I'm sure that he'll take his next one.
Were you too safe at the start of the last quarter? It seemed like once the lead was lost, the guys played with a bit more freedom.
No, I would disagree with that. They were winning centre square bounce and punching into inside 50, and we were just under a heap of pressure, and probably missed some easy targets and didn't necessarily absorb it as well as we did. And obviously Nick Dacos got going for about 7 minutes there. He was near on unstoppable. So we had a plan at the start of the fourth to try and quell it, but even with that in mind, he still rose above, which good players do. So as the quarter went, we were able to sort of at least temper that a bit. We corrected, absorbed, and come back at him. So that's progress, but it doesn't win you the game. So, but from the start of the fourth and then to finish the game that we did, it was nice to see the reply.
What's the feeling like at the three-quarter time huddle, knowing you'd been in that position a few times already this season?
No, we're ready to step into it. Really positive, great energy. We were always going to try and take a step forward on it. But, obviously they had you got an opposition to play against and they had something to say about it. They got some really good jumps at centre square bounce. That obviously gave them first use, had us under an enormous amount of pressure at ground level. And I would have thought most of the night we defended our half really well. I mean, if you're sort of looking at the entries, they've had 58 entries to 44. I mean, they had dominance in their inside 50s, but our defenders did a far better job of being able to defend the defensive 50. And they were struggling to score, but they had that, obviously that, whatever it was, 7-8 minutes patch, was it even that long, I'm not sure, but where they were able to get the scores on the board and get their noses in front.
Well, in that last quarter, Mike, they tended to go a lot deeper into their forward line to give themselves that opportunity to score. And earlier in the game, as you just alluded to, there were a lot more shallow entries, and that enabled you to transition the ball from defence, which impacted, and you were able to score from your back half.
Yeah, we did, and that's we talk about advancements in the game, and it's probably another time to talk about that. But we worked extremely hard on getting that part right because that's been missing in our game, and certainly the transition nature of the game was a lot better place for us in this game. But you don't want to be building out of your back half for long periods of time. So there's still a bit of a supply that we've obviously clearly work on, and you can focus on your back half, or you can.
Bro, we live out of our back half every game. That's what happens when you defend and you keep defending and you put 18 behind the ball. That's why they were cooked in the end. And they could. Did you see how many times they got the ball forward in that last quarter and there was no one up ahead because they were defending? They weren't defending a lead also.
How many times you see him streaming forward and there was just no one up forward? So mate, what are they supposed to do?
Because they
I think he's talking about his back half. It's his cranium that's in his back half. That's the problem.
Or you can make your front half just that little bit better. So that's just a question we need to answer over the coming weeks.
Was there a little bit of panic that set in at times during that last quarter, do you think? Maybe just that little bit of lack of composure at times with a few of those rush kicks down the line and that brought on the heat so that enabled the Magpies to be able to transition?
I don't think we did that enough, to be honest. I think sometimes we sort of tried to flip it around and we kept it in the area rather than taking ground and taking metres and when we're shoulders out. But we worked our way through it. But we don't have the 4 points. I'm pleased there was a reply. So we've had other quarters where that game's gone and we haven't had a chance to get ourselves back into it. We put a full stop on it. We corrected it, but we didn't have it long enough to be able to get our noses back in front.
Was Elijah okay?
Yeah, he's pretty shattered with his game, to be honest with you. So I spoke to him after the game, and he was really disappointed with how he started the game. Really upset. Sort of feels like he's let me down. So I had a good chat with him. So he was pretty emotional after the game. Didn't play a great game, and he struggled to get his way into it. And feels obviously clearly really disappointed with his performance, and obviously with the importance of the night. He sort of feels like he's let people down. But we just got to keep supporting people through those situations.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Maybe he wasn't tweaking.
If you look at his facial expressions, Michael Voss looks like he's about to cry. Probably crying because he's not going to have a job, but interesting. I don't know. If you can read body language and the way he said things.
You almost can't blame him for this, but bro.
He just looks like he hasn't got answers. He just doesn't know where to turn now.
You do blame him, Andy, because they get themselves in. They've been in this predicament under his reign for how many years? How many years has this evidence every year, nearly every game that we're in?
I'll get it, bro.
You're set up to fail.
Because at the start of the final quarter, whoever was in our midfield, they just didn't run.
Bro, did you see some of the midfield pairings that were in that when there was the rot starting to happen? Just get your prime on ballers in there to stop it. Nick Dacos was running the show.
Getting sent clearances one hand. He was getting one-handed clearances in the fucking final quarter.
That killed me.
He was doing no-look handballs, man. And
bro, he got a fucking kick. He just threw it on the boot, got a clearance. He got 4 center clearances in a row in the last quarter.
It's embarrassing.
Did you see his stats for the first 3 minutes?
Yes. Bloke's a freak.
He kicked the goal in the first 30 seconds, and then he got 3 center clearances after that, like a fucking freak, mate.
8 touches.
Eight touches.
In
that goal, mind you.
He had 5 scoring involvements in the last quarter.
That goal, mind you, is an embarrassment on Nick Haynes. Zero composure to bring the ball over. Just bring it over.
Just punch it.
Just concede the point. Just bring it over. You're under pressure. You know, as an
he tried to drag it in for some reason instead of punching. He tried to drag it in for some reason.
Telling you, mate, he drank a bottle of laxatives tonight and he shat himself all night. Zero composure on the ball. He was woeful. He was dreadful tonight. I'd drop him after that. He's dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. I would have dragged him.
I've said this before, and on a serious note, I think we play like other teams, like a Collingwood, play to win the game. They play where we play not to lose it. That's what we do. We feel like we're playing not to lose the game. They're playing to win the game, and you can see the results in the first 6 weeks. We get into a position of even being 2 goals, 3 goals, 4 goals, whatever, and we lose it every single time.
will continue to play.
But it's like
so.
it's happening at like the start of quarters now. It's crazy. Like last week was against Adelaide in the second quarter in the first 5 minutes. This was like the replica of the North Melbourne game. We had them kept for 6 goals in the whole game, and they kicked 7 goals in the last quarter again.
I know.
They kicked 5 in 4 minutes, mate. Like fucking hell.
Let's go.
Your boys
They were walking goals.
It's the matchup for Nick at the start of the last quarter. You had Walsh running with him at the start of the night, and then decided to change the matchup.
ACOS matchup.
Justice is getting hot.
Yeah, well, we had the plan early in the week. I mean, Lige did Goulden in the first half and didn't see out the game in round one. So he's pretty good on those transition players. He's done those roles before. Obviously, the main part was just working out where we're going to get him either pre-stoppage or post-stoppage because you're sort of very aggressive in there. The first centre square bounce, this first goal he kicks in the centre square bounce, I mean, he just gets on the fly and while she's hanging onto his tail and, sort of just almost fingertips, 2 or 3 times and he turns up in the goal square and kicks the goal. I mean, that's just great play. Tip your hat, go back to centre square bounce, go again. It's hard to stop. But, yeah.
Fucking cop out.
You're on mute.
You're on mute, Muzz. You're on mute.
Sorry. Why didn't he acknowledge the Nick Haynes? Why didn't putting it over? He wouldn't have kicked that goal. It happens every week. Remember the countless amount of times that I pick it out, Rocco, when we're at the game. No one's on the line, goal saving, nothing. From 50 out, no one's on the line. Easy marks from the opposition. They get another shot at goal. Like that happens every week. It's been there every week for years. The evidence is there. They're not disciplined enough in defense, and it's happened every single week. I'm not sure if they show any footage. I'm convinced they don't.
But the defense can only do so much when the ball's coming in there so often.
I understand that, but it's like when they're getting set shots, you're 55 out and there's no one on the line or spoil it over. Instead, they're trying to keep the ball in. Just put it over, concede the point, reset, go from the kick in. I mean, it's not rocket science. You look at Quaynor down the other end. I don't know who missed it for us. I think it was Carroll. He missed it. Just put it, instead of keeping it in, just put it over and just reset from the kick in.
Punch it through.
That's it.
Every
There's
time
certain
punching the
times
ball in the contest, like someone just killed the ball, like they're punching it back into the front of the contest where their smalls are absolutely killing us every time.
It's crazy. It's ludicrous. But anyway, we'll keep going.
Yeah, obviously Ollie went on late, had some impact in that, but obviously we couldn't get the job done.
Is Aaron Kai okay? Obviously came down, but was back on the bench. Did he pass the concussion test?
He was ruled out. Yeah, so he was ruled out. That's about as much as I can tell you.
Bit of a different mix in the midfield over the last couple of weeks. Obviously, Zach Williams tonight at 26 disposals. That mix, it seems to be growing a little bit differently tonight because you were changing things up. How did you assess that?
I think we're getting traction, but that complete game and that pure balance that we want to be able to obviously string together, is obviously still we're still got a few things to go with. So some of it's personnel. We got, I don't know what the stoppages were in the end. I think we got beaten around the ball. So we lost critical metres. But as I said, I thought behind the ball, our backs were holding pretty strong for most of the night. But it's coming down fast and it's coming down strong in that last quarter. Obviously, they were able to bypass some of that and were able to hit the scoreboard.
You're prepared to use the corridor and deny then that width and space, particularly out wide. You just wanted to keep the ball on the inside?
No, not necessarily. We're quite happy enough to play the expensive game. I mean, it's what we tried to take away is some of their marks. Clearly, when they're able to control the ball, they had control of the game. So that was an ongoing conversation throughout the night. We had our moments, so there was no, we're going inside 50 scoring, no problem. I mean, they're a great defensive unit. They're hard to score against. We found a way. So a lot of that part's coming together, but stringing together for long enough is the most important thing right now.
Just one more on Elijah. You were on the bench in that last quarter. He spent a large portion of that last quarter on the bench. He looked a little bit erratic with his movements. Were you worried about him at all in that final term, just seeing him up close?
Oh, I mean, other than he was clearly disappointed with himself, and he was disappointed with how he was playing. So, when it comes to the last quarter, you obviously got to work out what mix you've got with 5 minutes to go about what you want on the field. And he wasn't a great night. So, constant conversations with him. But, we obviously thought the best mix was to not have him out there.
A few players looked confused in the lead up to the 666 infringements. They sort of weren't sure where they were meant to be. Was that a communication breakdown?
Just trying to get the Ollie Hollands thing arranged, and there's a couple of little shuffles that need to happen. And
Bro, that's that's a man that is like tweaking or something. Like,
I know a Keta binge when I see one, bro.
bro.
I'm telling you,
Like
man.
the hand movements and all that, very
The legs, bro. The legs.
Bro,
What are
jelly.
the legs doing? Yeah.
breakdown. Just trying to get the
I'm sorry,
Ollie
but
Hollands,
like, I know
thing arranged, and
it's
there's a
in
couple
here.
of little shuffles that need to happen, and so yeah, trying to get the players in the right spot. So
hopefully it's all
obviously we need to be able to get that done. So just a couple of little things and compliance wise that we couldn't get done through that.
How much did you wrestle with making that move earlier when Nick was getting off the chain in the first half?
He's had 20. He's had a lot of handballs, and I thought Walsh was playing a pretty solid game. That was the matchup for most of the night, and that was I would have thought that was pretty even across the night. But he stepped it up, and you tip your hat to good players who are able to do that. We always had that in our pocket if we needed it, that we'd use it. And clearly, when his impact rose, we had to make that shift. We made the shift, we got the response, but it wasn't for long enough.
I think the side needs a scalp in the sense when you get a big lead to know they can do it the next time.
I think it's the moments. Like, it's just taking those little moments. I mean, really when it comes down, it's what's really important as a football club is that clearly we're not winning at the moment. Our winning is not, our behaviours aren't long enough. So one of the real big cultural things is learning how to win. And, and through this little period where we've been challenged, it's being able to sort of put in front of the players what that looks like. So even when you lose, you still got to have winning behaviours. So that's a never give up attitude. So, winning is about not giving up. And the boys didn't give up.
You don't have any winning behaviors. You haven't taught any. I haven't seen any evidence. You fell in against Richmond. You're lucky. We should be 0-6, to be honest. I mean,
it's only this period since 1995.
We are winning behaviours. We have been in a lead or a winning position in every game and have lost nearly every game except for Richmond. What winning behaviours are we building? I don't understand this winning. Is winning behaviours like winning a quarter? Is that what he's talking about? Or winning a half? Is that what he's talking about?
He's talking about winning moments.
About the end result.
5 years in, mate, how can you be talking about winning behaviours still?
Yeah.
I don't get it. We'll continue it because I want to get to the end. Because
before you continue it, I'm out, man. I'm raging here. I feel like Elijah. I just need to get out of here.
It's time to go! Thanks, Andy. I love the magic moments that Andy provides us with. I love it. Good moments.
We got big gens in.
Before he starts talking, let's get through the end of this, and then we'll rip into it. 2 minutes
tonight. So we don't get the 4 points, and we are enormously disappointed with that. So everybody in that locker room is hurting. And I'm sure our supporters are hurting.
Oh, yeah, we're hurting.
But there's also a point when you get a bit of the right method, right process, you set up the game the way you want it. We got the scoreboard when we need it, and it comes down to moments. And you've got to take your moments. And we're not finishing enough of them. And more than certainly what we are. So that's something we're going to have to reflect on, which is really hard to hear. But it's the reality of where we are right now.
1 and 5, it's obviously a long way back. Can you draw any inspiration from 23?
A long way back.
A long way back as well.
Years ago, it's a long time ago. It's a very, very long time ago. I wouldn't mind it. But I think what you've got to do is just play what's in front of you. I spoke to players afterwards and just said, our job is to turn up Monday. We'll get the rest we need because we've been 5 days, 6 days, 7 day break. So we've had 3 games, really short turnarounds. And we'll use the 3 days to rest our minds, rest our bodies, and get in Monday, and we'll have really honest conversations with what needs to be better. and we'll get to work on our game, and we'll keep trying to show that steady progress. But clearly, obviously, clearly the obvious thing is we would love to be able to convert some of that, so we're feeling a lot better about ourselves, and we've got 4 points in the pocket rather than sort of having to learn a different way.
Give some solace after doing it slightly different way that first half. It was 5 goals from turnover, and you didn't score your first half of stoppage until it's about the third. Yeah, at least play your side to adapt to the conditions and play the play.
Yeah, it's a good observation. It's I think in the first half, I don't think any team had scored from stoppage. So the game had a large transition nature, and we were able to manage a lot of those moments and sort of had the upper hand when it come to being able to convert our chances. So a lot of the game is, but again, as the game goes, we've got to play it for longer. So that's the part that we didn't get the transfer on. But we're certainly seeing parts of our game that we're liking more and more, and brings us to a more balanced profile than necessarily being just so one-dimensional.
Is that it? Thank God. Fucking thank God. Thank God Almighty himself. Sorry, let me get us back to
reality.
Well, the moments counter hit 12, so that was good. I'll put that down on my notepad. Moment.
So Mitch Cleary just said in the post game on Channel 7 that Carlton officials in the room after the game told him that they were monitoring Elijah's heart rate at halftime.
Well, that's not good.
Let's still let him back out there.
Something's going on there, man. That's not good.
Watch the club cover it and just say that he's got some health issues and they're heart related now.
This is what I said on Blue Sunday at the start of the year, and I copped it for it. Not that I care, but I said he should have been made to come through the twos, because we all know whatever issues he had, whatever it was, you don't kick those habits or issues within a space of 5 to 6 months. You just don't kick those sort of serious issues, and we know he's had them. We know he's had multiple instances of it over his career. You just don't kick that shit over such a short amount of time. He should have been made to come through the twos. And you know what it looks like now, unfortunately, is that a high-pressure environment like an AFL football club, it's not the right place for him to be at the moment. It's not.
No.
It's actually not.
Can we check in on Vince and see what his heart's doing?
He's doing great. How you going, Vince?
Not bad, Mars. I don't know. You could almost predict that kick at the end wasn't going to be a goal, couldn't you?
Yeah. I turned to Michael, I turned to Taylor, and I said he won't kick it. He will not kick it.
You know what disappointed me most about that kick? He was walking in and the siren went and he didn't stop and reset himself.
But again, I'm not even gonna blame it on him. It's not even.
He's an 18-year-old kid. He'll learn.
I know he should. He's an AFL footballer. He's an adult as well, and he should. And I echo what Andy's sentiments as well. Is that he should be kicking that. He's 35 out. He's on a slight angle. He's got a nice kick on him, and he should be kicking that. 100%. I agree with that, definitely. But I'm not going to lambast the kid, because we shouldn't be in that predicament. We're nearly 3.5 goals up, mate. Go and manage
right.
the game.
He should have been kicking it so that we win by 4 or 5 goals instead.
Correct.
But anyway, yet again another 5-goal stretch where we couldn't answer, couldn't stem the tide, couldn't stop their momentum, and I think that's where we've pretty much lost every game this year that we've lost.
And it happens quickly, And that 5 goals came within 3.5 minutes. It was crazy, or 5 minutes, whatever it was, crazy. And Dacos just took their game by the scruff of the neck. And he was there all night. I'm telling you, this bloke was like an unmarked cop car on the Tullamarine Freeway. You couldn't catch him. You didn't know where he was, what he was doing. Unmarked, no one around him. It was crazy. It was ludicrous. They put Walsh on him. Walsh couldn't go a yard with him. Couldn't go a yard. The power of running that this kid has, I mean, it's very hard to match him, isn't it? He's a superstar of the game. If he's not the best, like top 2, mate, he's the best in the comp. Like, he's crazy.
There'll be games played this weekend where in the other 8 games, players are going to be getting 3 Brownlow votes for best on ground, and they wouldn't have played even 30% of what Nick Dacos did tonight.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
absolutely amazing.
Go, David. You were going to say something?
I was just going to say, we wanted to challenge somebody like Cooper Lord or even Frank the Tank to go on Dacos. The one person we didn't mention to go on him was Ollie Hollands, and I just think it was crazy to chuck Ollie on him. And even once he went on him, to see that it was getting slaughtered, you have to quickly react to that and change it. I just can't believe that it was just one of those ones which I never predicted that would have happened, and I'm astounded by the decision. So, yeah. Maybe
they probably thought he was the only one that would be able to keep up with him from a pace, a pace point of view.
Possibly, but with his spaghetti,
I mean, Matty
arms,
Carroll, someone might have been worth a chance as well. I think he's got a bit of speed, some skill.
Took the words out of my mouth there, Lyndon. 100%. 100%. You could have thrown into him and maybe would have hurt him the other way. I don't know, probably not, but give him a challenge because that kid relishes a challenge. I thought he was good for his 17 and 2 goals that he kicked. Probably should have kicked the other one as well. Mate, the kid, I'm telling you, get the ball in this kid's hands. He makes things happen. He makes things happen. I said it in my preview that this kid, he's a potential match winner for us. You get him 20, you give him 20 and a goal, and he get you there or thereabouts. But they just can't. They don't know how to get over the line. And again, you can go back to so many games in this Michael Voss era that it's happened in 2023 when we're 30 points up. It happened in, last year. It happened the year before that. It's happened against Collingwood multiple times. What is he, 1-8 now against Collingwood? Michael Voss, he's coaching. Gets out coached every week. When moves get made, he gets beaten. He gets beaten up at the contest. Your players go out there and play, and you can blame them. But at the end of the day, they play to what he sets. Can Rocco Mortal, before someone else goes, Rocco Mortal, $5. Can Cleo coach us next week? I don't want he's not welcome in WA. Should probably do a better job, I'll tell you that.
I'm telling you, there'd be if not a better result, the same result. You wouldn't get a worse result, I'll tell you now.
Hey, can I just say quickly, shout out to Scotty Tompkins. He mentioned it to me. I said in the chat, I'm the only one with hair right now on the stream.
That's right.
I thought I'd make you all laugh a little bit about his shit.
I'm going to turkishhairlines.com.
That's very true. That's
I
very
think it's too what you look at the start of the fourth quarter is the mindset of us and Collingwood when they went to the centre. We're 3 goals up, and as soon as the siren went, or I was going to say the ball bounced, but it was balled up. The body language of both teams. We were almost waiting to be overrun, and they went out there with a pep in their step and ready to hit it hard. I mean, what was it, 5 goals in 6 minutes or 7 minutes, whatever it was. I mean, that's the mentality that's going to be really hard to break, not only from our own point of view, but the opposition. They just know that they can get us. If they keep turning the screws, we're going to fold. And that's something that's going to be really hard to break and get out of. And I suppose the only positive, you can look at it that I see anyway is that, I think we all know that Voss is a dead man walking. I think he knows it. Everyone knows it. It's a matter of time. You can see it by the way he speaks at the moment. He's defeated, looking for answers. He's trying to almost convince himself of what's happening. So it's going to happen. But the only thing about being maybe glass half full is that I think Rocco said before, in every single game, we've had some really good moments. We might even be 4-2 if the luck had gone our way. Well, not luck, but if we had held up physically and mentally. So it's not like we're being blown out of the water and defeated easily in all those games. There's some massively disturbing moments in those games and a trend. But I suppose if you look at the positives, at least in all those games we've showed we can play some really good footy. Maybe we just need the right person to maybe unlock the players a little bit, give them a bit more chance, get some young players in. I don't know, but that's the only positive I'm seeing is that at least in all those games we've shown some positives, and it hasn't reflected on the scoreboard. But that's all I've got to cling to at the moment, anyway. So
he just doesn't instill the right fundamentals and structures and principles. That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. I mean, you look at Craig McRae, and they know what mode they need to go into when they're 20 points down in the last quarter. We all know what Collingwood does. I'm sure I'm sure Michael Voss and coaching staff and players know what happens when they're 20 points down. They've gone through the tape multiple times. Yeah, they might throw a couple of extra things. McCreary might go there, or they might put up Schultz into the middle for 1 or 2 centre bounce attendances. But, I mean, you got to do the tape, and we're just getting beaten by the same method every single game. And not even just Collingwood. It's Adelaide, Ben Keys, Rankin, Rachele. It's Melbourne.
Sydney.
If it wasn't Petrarca, it's Max Gawn, Heaney, Gould and Heaney. They're our kryptonite. These players are our kryptonite. We cannot handle these type of players.
Take for Collingwood too, though. It's McCreary. He's an underrated player, that guy. You watch him carefully when he plays us. He's most of the time, I know Dacos gets all the pats on the back, but I was more watching McCreary tonight and his impact on the game. He's so underrated, that kid.
Yeah, we can't handle pace. As soon as the ball gets to
we
the
just don't
outside,
have matchups yet. There's no matchups for those players.
I
You were
fear
talking
for that
about
game.
fundamentals. Our skills and decision making just do not improve. They don't. None of our players develop at all. They never get
They
better.
all stagnate. They've all gone like this. Cowan has just gone. He's probably gone downhill, or he's just stagnated. I fear for Matty Carroll where he goes to if he keeps playing under this regime. I mean, I think it's bigger than Michael Voss at the moment now. It's recruiting and board. I think a whole board needs to be spilled. Recruiter's gone. Michael Voss gone, and just wipe it and start again. Everything.
It's already starting effect. It's already affecting Jagger as well.
Sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was just going to say, I actually thought Cowan wasn't too bad, but
I was just saying it's already affecting Jagger as well. You can see the lack of confidence in his face, like in 5 games in.
Well, what do you expect when you lose week after week? I mean, of course their confidence is going to drop, especially a young kid, you know what I mean? And I still think the young kids or the younger kids are looking up to the leaders. And
it's not their fault, but it's the leaders. It's the leaders' fault to keep them motivated and switched on. And obviously, they're not doing anything.
100%. And as young kids, they'll be looking to up to these leaders, and then just not standing up. As Michael says, in those moments, they're not standing up. Like he keeps talking about the moments. We didn't take our moments. My question is, why aren't we taking those moments? Who's not taking the moments, Michael Voss? Who's not taking the moment? Who are you pointing the finger at? Like, who are you? I'll be pointing them straight at the leaders. And I know, Mars, we've had this discussion, and we kind of had this, not disagreement, but you're saying like McGovern, he's an leader because all these players that have played 100 and 150 games, they should be leading the club, man. When you're playing that sort of amount of game, you should be standing up at these moments. And those players aren't. And I said McGovern, and I think McGovern's been okay. So I'm not.
He's our best forward. He's our best forward.
He's our best forward. But you get people like Walsh. I'm really disappointed in Walsh. He can get his 25 possessions. I don't care anymore. At the moment, remember that moment, Mars, where he tried to take on 5 players and he fucking got caught along.
I think he put Perryman on his ass. You've beaten him. That's what you need to do now is release and find the next. Instead, he tries to go and play like Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson here. Mate, just release the kick. There was numbers everywhere. Release.
And the big difference is, sorry, Rocco.
No, I'll let you go. But did you see Dacos do that tonight? No.
Straight away.
But Walsh did it. Yes, that's right. They'd released the handball or the kick at the right time, I don't know what that is, To me, I'm disappointed. Walsh, we consider him as our next captain.
Yeah.
Act like one.
Maybe it's set up the ground that he just doesn't. There's no one that I don't know. It might be a byproduct of that because you look up sometimes and they're all 1-on-1 or they're real deep and there's no that link up. The centre half forward that 80 meters out. He's looking for somebody and no one's presenting or. There's no decoy runs to make space for others to go into that space.
We really got a good look at it tonight, Mars, where we were sitting. How many times did we see him running forward, right? And there was just nothing up ahead.
They all run to the same spot. They all run to the same. They all just run back. They just run back towards goal. Like one go. Like It's not rocket science. It's actually not rocket science.
Was it Zach Williams or was it
Yeah, running through the middle. He looked
running
up.
through the corridor and looked up. There's no one there, and he's trying to skedaddle sideways. And I think it was to McGovern. But what do you want from McGovern there? What you're the only one there, and just the rest of the team. You're looking back behind them. It's like a war zone behind them. There's that many people there. It's just. The whole system is.
I was going to say too, guys. Sorry, I was also going to say the big difference in people talking about leadership and all that sort of stuff. If you look at the difference between our team and probably the teams we've been playing, and nearly every other team in the comp, is that our best players and most impactful players do it in the first quarter. The opposition do it in the last quarter. That's the big difference for me, because it's great. Even last week and this week, Walsh and Cripps and everyone else getting plenty of the ball early and looking like superstars. Where were they in the last quarter? Basically unsighted. So that's our biggest problem, I think, because the Jagger Smiths and Burns and all these young players, Carroll's even out there in that last quarter when they go and get stuffed, they're looking for leadership, and we just haven't got any. That's the biggest thing for me. It's one thing for Walsh to have 15 possessions in the first quarter last week. What's the use of that when you get one possession in the last quarter? It just doesn't sort of add up. So, and that was the example tonight. Look at Dacos. I mean, he was good throughout the first three quarters, but wasn't great. And look at what he did in the last quarter. Absolutely lit the place up. And that's the difference between a side like Collingwood, who I don't think are going to be a great team either, by the way, this year. But look what they were able to do against us, who were just an inferior opposition with a weak mindset and a weak mindset also in the coach's box. So I just can't see how it's going to get any better.
But when you're under pressure in the beginning of the last quarter, don't revert to dump kicks out of the back 50.
Bad habits.
Show some poise and just collectively get your stuff together and start working together. When you just keep bombing it out and it keeps coming back at you and you're putting yourself under more and more pressure, it doesn't make any sense. Just show some poise.
But that's
it's every man for himself. That's what it comes down to. Carlton, while the other teams regroup and go as a team, for us, it's every man for himself. Every man search for the life jackets, and that's what it looks like. We just fall apart, and that's the reason why. And again, it comes back to leadership.
Spot on.
But that's what's been bred in the game style as well, is they resort back to the dump kick. I mean, you look at Haynes, there was no one around him, and he's just dump kicking it.
Yep.
Putting it down other people.
Cowan doesn't know what to do when he's got the ball even. He dump kicks a lot all the time as well.
Nick
I
Haynes.
mean, I don't know why he's getting a game. So I just want to say that the longer this goes on, the more demoralising it gets for these newer players that we're bringing into the side. And this is why, yes, Voss won't be our coach at the end of the year unless some miracle happens, which is not going to happen, right? But people say, why get rid of the coach now? I'd rather have Josh Fraser, who's looking over the VFL team, just put a set of eyes over this team. Why are we going to wait till we're 10 losses down before they finally move on Voss? That is demoralising the club. It's demoralising the fan base. I know we can get a sugar hit from interim coach, but we know Michael Voss, he's past his tenure now. That's it for Michael Voss and this group of players with him. It's not going to turn. It didn't turn last year. It's not turning now, and it's getting worse. These losses are they're
detrimental. They're detrimental to these players.
They're detrimental, Mars. That's what I'm trying to say. It's now rolling. It's getting worse, and these players are getting used to. We are now freezing. That is it. We get 4 goals up, and they know they're not going to be able to hold on. And literally within 5 minutes, every team within 5 minutes has turned the game and hit the front against us. Not over a 2 quarters or a quarter and a half. It's happening in 5 or 6 minutes every week. Now, I'm not saying we're going to straight away fix it up with a new coach, but we've got this group of players. We have to know who can play and who can't before the new coach comes in. I honestly believe either the coach they want is not ready to go, or they haven't actually settled on a new coach. Otherwise, he'd be gone now, because you want this coach to come in and say, you know what, this is the game style I'm going to try and implement, and these type of players I don't think are going to work with it. So maybe we can trade this bloke or not. But I would rather see Josh Fraser, who's probably got a bit of an eye for the VFL. And, everyone can say they're no good, most of the players and this and that. But he might come in and say, you know what? This guy needs to go here. Let's try this guy here because I've been seeing a few things. At the end of the day, Michael Voss is telling the assistants what he wants. Michael Voss, nobody else. Graham Wright ain't telling Michael Voss, this is the game style you have to play. That's no way that's happening. Michael Voss may as well friggin' leave if that's the case. Now, this is Michael Voss's game style. It's Michael Voss's voice telling him how to hold on to games or win games or lose games. And that message is now just broken. It is now repetitive. It's terminal.
Yeah.
So why we continue to go down this path, right? Oh, it's too early to sack the coach. Hang on a minute. This year to make the 10, and don't get me wrong, whether we're making the 10, we're not making the 10, but to make the top 10, and everybody can laugh that it's a wild card round or whatever, you want your team to make finals. Doesn't matter. We're going to get Cody Walker. So our picks are set for who we're getting next year. Whether we have to overpay or not, we know who we're getting in that draft there, right? So if anything, for the club, for the supporter base, for the morale of these players, especially these young guys, what's better, finishing 10th and playing finals or losing 10 straight like this, getting 5-goal runs against us every bloody week in a quarter? This is the Carlton that, hey guys, this is what happens every week. Yeah, just get used to it.
I haven't seen much from the VFL to give us much hope. I must say.
But what I'm saying is, I'm not saying to bring VFL players in. I think, me personally, if people can say whatever they like, right? We should be fielding a team that's going to win, not to see who's good or not. Now, for me, I would rather see people like Blake Acres. I know people might crack it in that, but I know what I'm going to get from Blake Acres.
No.
He'll run up and down all day. He might butcher. I'm not saying he's a great player, but I bet you, if you look at our results, we've won more games with him playing than him not.
Nah, I can't have him in there.
No, I'm not Mars. I'm not saying to bring him in, but I am saying that the way it is set up at the moment, it is built to fail at the moment.
I know.
Whatever he is doing, it is built to fail. It is failing the same time, the same way every week. It's not like it's 1 goal a quarter that a team catches us. It happens in a 6-7 minute burst.
Is this
whoa?
Is this the in the past? I want to ask Vince this. You've been in and around the club, and you worked for Carlton and stuff. Is this the lowest we've been in the past 25 years?
Yeah.
Because you look demoralized. You look absolutely shot. Is this the lowest we have? I feel in whatever I've watched my conscious eyes, I feel this is the lowest we have. This is worse than those 2017, 2018.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think it feels that way, Seba. It does, because I think the longer you keep going in these sorts of ruts that we get into, and the more of them that happen, the lower you go. So yeah. I thought that 2018 year under Brendan Bolton, where we only scored 2 wins for the whole season, was about as low as we could go. And then halfway through the following season, again, it was 1 win out of the first 11, and then they chopped him. And then David Teague took over, and all of a sudden we got rejuvenated with a bit of a sugar hit. But, yeah, since Michael Voss has taken over, this is about as low as it's gone. I think it's all pointing in the direction of bottom 4.
I feel awful going to the ground. How can you not get pumped up for a Collingwood game? But watching what unfolded again, I just felt awful. I felt awful.
The thing is that in every game, we've actually had really good
moments.
Not just moments, but even quarters and patches of time where we've really looked good, and you've sort of got your hopes up, and you've sort of thought, hey, maybe tonight's our night. And I thought that tonight on a number of occasions.
And so is West Coast.
But that 5 goal, I was waiting for it. I was even saying to people around me, I said, I'm waiting for the 5 goal unanswered stretch. and it came at the start of the last quarter. So
can I answer?
These are the things that are killing us. We've got to find a way to stop that from happening, and then we'll win more games. But
can I answer, Seba? Because I've probably been around. I haven't been around like Vince close to club, but I've been around long enough to see this is the worst I've seen them.
Thank you.
This is the worst I've seen them because of where we were, the situation. I mean, other times we've been, bottom of the ladder. We finished last. We won 2 games for the year. All those years, right? Early in the 2000s with when Jack Elliott, and all the bloody the cheating and all that, there was a reason for it. There's a reason. Oh yeah, salary crap breaches. Oh, we're shit. We haven't got players. A new coach. All that. There was always a reason. You could hang your hat on and say, oh, I can't see it. It's 5 years down the track, right? We've got nowhere. Look, at the end of the day, we got a coach that we shouldn't have got. We all know that. We knew it at the time, but we were all trying to fool ourselves. It was the wrong process. We knew that they fucked up the process.
Yeah.
We knew that the president was wrong. We knew that the president and the board were only doing things for themselves. And look where we're at now. We have ourselves to blame. Supporters, all hang your head in shame. It's all the supporters' faults too. We should have done something. We should have said something. We should have stood up because it was a disgrace the way they ran this club. And this is why we're in the position. And this is why I think we're in the worst spot we've ever been. And now we have to start from zero again because everyone's saying the same thing. Board's got to go. Coach has got to go. Half the players have got to go. That means a complete reset. That means a complete reset. That means exactly where we were in 1864 when we started the fucking club. That's what that means. So everything's got to start again. So we are, in a fucking worse position than 1864. Think about it. Think about it. And then we've got a coach who has no fucking idea. Yes, it's not all his fault. We understand that. But we cannot move forward until we remove that part of the puzzle. We cannot move forward. And we are stuck now in this fucking hole because we are too stubborn, because they won't get rid of him now because the club and everyone's too worried about what the members are going to think. And you know what? There's no way to sack him in round fucking 6. We can't sack him in round 6 because then how are we going to sell membership? How are we going to sell this fucking dream that doesn't exist, right? How are we going to sell it? So we're going to go for another 6 or 8 weeks, right? That's what we're going to do, just fucking week after week, same fucking result when we know it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I'd rather pull the fucking Band-Aid off now and let's start again, mate.
Fuck yeah.
That's it.
I'll give you one assurance, mate. If this absolute imbecile wants to go on with it, we won't lose. I'll tell you now, I'll give you the drum. We will not lose.
You go there, Rexy.
I'm out here, guys.
Thank you, Lyndon.
On to go.
This is sponsored by Top Dog Liquor, Lyndon Hoxie. Make sure you get down to Top Dog.
About it.
We'll be there. We'll definitely be there.
It's time to go!
Oh.
As well, boys. Have a good night.
You're going to make sure you get down to the Sporting Globe, Northland Bar and Grill. You'll see Gokhan there, and you can give him plenty of shit if you're a Collingwood.
It's time to go!
Oh God, I love that one. I love it. Fuck, man, we are in dire straits. I'm just having a look at it.
Suggest the reason you feel like it's the worst now is because we were given this false dawn. I mean, Voss got us, or the team got us to a preliminary final, and it's been a pretty dramatic decline since then. Whereas Bolton never got us into finals, right?
I can't believe
so. It was always the big rebuild under Bolton.
He never had the opportunity because they got cold feet. I mean, when you cull 30-odd players from a list, then I mean, they're all kids at the end of the day, and you got to wait for these kids to get, at least 50 games under their belt, and just. I mean, you look at West Coast and look how far they've come. They'll start to become better maybe the end of the year, start of next year. North Melbourne, we're just seeing the fruits of labour now, of their hard labour. They're starting to, put games together now, not just quarters, games. We're back to doing quarters again. Oh, let's put 1 and 2 quarters together. We're back there again. You look at the list demographic that we have, and it's atrocious. You rebuild. You're going to be. We're essentially rebuilding, or reset, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. I mean, you look at the cattle that we got. We've sold Charlie Curnow. We've got 3 first-round draft picks, albeit they're probably going to go low or high, however which way you want to phrase it. They're all Sydney's ones. Tasmania comes in, so we're already at the bottom. Again, it's the same thing that happened 10 years ago when GWS and Gold Coast came in. Who are the 2 clubs at the bottom? Essendon and Carlton. Look where they are again.
Doing with someone like O'Keefe? What are we doing with him? Are we making him a forward? Are we making him a ruck? Does he know?
And that's what I agree. I don't understand, and we're doing him a discredit, a disservice to him as a player, putting him in, taking him in and out. And are you a forward, mate? Go let him develop in the VFL. Just go and learn your craft as either a forward or a ruck forward, and you just told this is your role. Go and do it, and and develop. I don't care if I don't see Hudson O'Keefe for a year or 2. It's okay, that's fine. But we're so desperate as a club now that every kid that comes in, they have to hit the ground running. They all have to be a Nick Dacos. They have to be. If they're not a Nick Dacos, we're doomed. Like Jagger Smith now, the pressure's on him. He has to be Nick Dacos. The pressure's on Harry Dean now to be like Scarlett or Silvani or like his old man. Like, I've got his old man's jumper right here, Match Morn. We're expecting to be his old man off the bat. You know why? Because our leaders are not good enough. The on-field leaders, the leaders, the coach isn't good enough. The off-field leaders are not good enough because we all put, and us as supporters, we heap pressure on them because it's Carlton. We want results. We demand results. We've been starved of success. God, I'm 30. I'm the living generation of winning nothing. We're nothing. I've won nothing. I've seen nothing. When I hear 16, I haven't won 16. I get the history is there. Trust me, I love the club as much as the next person. I love this club. Trust me, I'm there every week. You can call me toxic. I'm just being real with it, and this is what it is. I hope is for losers. I just want to see some progression. I want to see what I saw in preseason translate into the game and go for long enough. I don't see what I saw in preseason. This new game style, I don't see it. There's nothing. It happened for 1 quarter and they got spooked because Sydney put it on them. So,
Mars, as Rocco said, it's got to go further than just putting on yet another new coach.
No, I agree. Recruiters got to go, and the board, the whole board, spill them all.
I'm telling you now, the fish rots on the head. If we don't have a total broom through this place and clean out from board down, nothing is going to change. Mark my words. I've been around the club long enough to know what's toxic about it, and it starts at the board. And
Vince, you can't do that.
I'll tell you right now, if we have a season as bad as it's already turning out to be, and no one from within the Carlton networking community puts up their hand to challenge this board this year, well, then our club is doomed for the doldrums for decades. I'm telling you. If there was ever a time for a conglomerate of people with really good intentions for the club to get together and get some football acumen onto that board once and for all, if they can't get their act together this year and mount a serious, legitimate challenge to this board of corporate elites and people who have no fucking idea about the fabric of a football club, well, then our club is finished. I'm telling you, it's gone. Kaput. It'll never do anything substantial with this board that's in place now, or whoever comes in after it, because all they do is put on their mates and more mates. All right? And they've become that woke that we've now got 3 females on this board who I believe have absolutely no idea why they're even there. Right? They've been put there, half of them, right? And they have no idea. The only person who's had football experience on that board is Greg Williams, and he has no freaking idea either. So, again, like Rocco said, all being put there for all the wrong reasons. And it all started when Sayers took over in this last 5 years with Voss at the helm, and it's gone from bad to worse.
I just want to do an exercise with you, just on the players, right? So
Guys, I
there's
have to go.
yes.
It's time to go!
I love that. And we're back to the inaugural 6.
Is that, by the way, is that Dave Thomason from Perth?
Yes, it is,
mate.
Oh, g'day, Dave. How are you, mate? I could barely make out who it was there, and I was thinking, who's David?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
because
thinking,
you're on your
David
phone.
I know that might be joining us at this time is my mate, Dave from Perth. I could hardly make you out.
So,
Forward a bit. I can hardly make out your head.
It's not good to look at.
Whereas Mick Marcucci, mate, he's got the best looking head in the business.
look at the mo on that thing. Look at the mo on that thing. That is beautiful.
That's beautiful.
That is beautiful. And the only one with hair on the panel's
And
bottom.
the only
right
one with
now.
hair is Seba. Have a look at him.
So I'm going to go
showing
through
it
an
off, putting his
I'm going to
fingers
go
through
through
the
an exercise here with all of you right here, right now, right? And everybody in the chat can participate in this as well. I did this mid-year last year, contract situation. So just off the top of my head, I'm not too sure who has been recontracted in this list so far. So Adam, I just want to know, right at the moment, do you keep or do you get rid of? Adam, these are out of contract. Sard?
Gone.
No.
Ben Campriali?
Who knows?
Based on the way things are now, no.
Yeah.
Nah,
You said right now.
You're getting rid of him. Look at that.
He said right now. He said right now. So I'm saying no.
Camperelli right now. No, I'm going to go up.
Has he done enough in 2 seasons?
I don't know. Under this fucking regime, no one's done enough, man. Like, we haven't really seen him under someone else, right? They haven't even given him a go. And he hasn't developed, so anyway.
If he doesn't get a senior game between now and the end of the year, what does that tell you about him in 2 years?
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
don't know.
saying.
Does it tell me that the coaching and the development is fucking shit?
Okay.
Well, we shouldn't have recruited him.
Anyway, I'm going to give him another go.
Michael? You're on mute.
Oh,
You're
We
on
don't
mute.
know. We don't know. Like,
But anyway,
he's a
would you
kid.
keep him or don't keep him?
Yes or no? Keep. David?
I'd keep him for now and just see what happens. But unfortunately, we got sucked in by the story of the Camperelli brothers. And in the end of the day, we knew they had their faults. So it's kind of like we've got no one to blame. It's up to us to develop them and get out their bad skills. But we know they're not the best disposals of the ball or the best decision makers, which we've got enough of already. So either we coach that out of them and teach them how to play better, or we fall on our sword.
Billy Wilson?
I like him.
Far out.
I'll keep him. I'll keep him.
He's got another year to go after this. I don't think he's got an option but to keep him.
Did we sign him off for another year?
Physically, he's improved himself. He looks fitter and stronger and faster. He's got skills. I'd pick him over Sard every day of the week at the moment because he's got an upside. He's got a potential future. I'd stick with him for now.
Yeah. I watch
Our
him
youth
down.
is the future. We've got no option but to invest in the youth, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've got no one else.
Well, this is a controversial one after tonight. Elijah Hollins.
No.
I'm going to go.
Clubs failed him, but unfortunately.
I've got to tell you, Mars, I've had text messages tonight and I don't like what I'm reading.
No.
That's all I'm going to say.
We'll go past him. Flynn Young. He got another year, didn't he? Or did he get 1 or 2 years? I think he got another year.
just this year.
He's looked good in the twos. Keep him.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I like Flynn Young. Franco Evans, did he get another year? This year?
This year. He just got this year.
No, we keep Frank.
Yeah,
He's only 24. He's got a really good kick on him.
Yeah, he couldn't convert tonight, could he? This bloke, for me, I'm not Harry Charlson. No, no good.
I think he might be out of his depth.
No good. I've been watching the twos, and he's no good. Hudson O'Keefe.
You got to persist with a guy like him. I'd give him another year.
I like him. I like him, but they've done him a disservice. Poor kid. Jordan Boyd.
No.
Jordan Boyd.
Yeah.
No.
I'm done. I don't think no one likes him. Like, I don't know. He just he plays. He does. I don't know. I'm done. See you, Boyd.
I feel like he's a victim of shit game plan. I feel like he's a victim of a shit game plan.
The most whack.
Makes all the defensive decisions, and his disposal is not that good, and he dummy spits it. It's easy as that.
Yeah.
I used to like Jordan Boyd, but he lost me when I found out he had all of these fancy fingernail polish and shit.
Next, Lockie Fogarty.
You lost me.
Oh, massive, Dan. Two hands.
Lockie Fogarty's got to
It
go.
is Astro Boy, but yes, no.
You got to go.
Two jumper Lewis Young.
Keep.
I'd keep him.
Yeah.
He's a good boy, isn't he?
I think personally, that Lewis Young, although he isn't the biggest superstar, whatever, I think that he's a professional. The young kids can learn something off him.
Lewis Young, two jumper Lewis. You're taking the piss there. Lucas.
Matt,
yes.
Can I just interrupt this Carlton senior list assessment?
Yes.
For a quick question on behalf of our sponsors. What did you think of the umpiring tonight?
Yeah, both ways horrible.
Yeah.
Oh, mate.
Yeah, wait.
We're bringing out the props. What's going on, mate? We're bringing out the props tonight.
Lucas Campriali. People.
No, we're keeping him.
We're keeping David.
Keep him. Jury's out. I'm not sure. He might make it. He might not. But
give him give the boys another 12 months. But they've really got to start playing senior football very soon.
The TikTok merchant, they just got this kid for his voice just to make TikToks. Matt Duffy and Insta Reels. He's gone for me.
Matt Duffy and Rob Monahan.
Rubbish.
I'm sorry.
I'll be playing Gay League next year.
Yeah. Mitch McGovern.
Do you know
best forward in the team.
Isn't it amazing when you put someone on a 1-year contract?
Yeah, they play out of their skin. Always.
Isn't it amazing when you put them on a 1-year contract what they can do, eh? He's been
Oh,
our best forward, and he was delisted. He was delisted 6 months ago.
No, he's gone. To me, he's gone. I mean, if we're relying on Mitch McGovern, we're fucked for the future.
McGovern's out for me. Even though he's been our best forward this year, he's out for me. Nick Newman. Ooh, contentious.
Yeah, Kate.
Age 33, 34 short soon.
Professional.
Yeah. I think you got to keep a player like this as well. He's professional, and you got to keep. If you're going to build youth into the list, you must keep good elder statesmen.
And he's one of these guys that's going to go on to become a coach because he's got his heart set on coaching. And I think you'll find he can have a bit of an on-field coaching role while he's still playing his last year or two.
Hey, just quietly, if we didn't have him tonight, we would have copped way more goals, to be honest.
Who?
Newman.
Nah, Newman, you keep Newman.
Yeah, I like Newman. This bloke, Nick Haynes, Mr. Laxatives.
Gone.
Mr. Laxative?
Yeah, because he shit himself all night, Ben.
Oh,
I'm going to give this to Nick Haynes.
Oh my God, he's
Jesus, I hope that doesn't have poo in it, Vince.
Eh?
I hope that doesn't have poo in it.
Nah, he is. I mean, I'm not just going off tonight's game. I mean, you want to go past players like this, don't you? Seriously.
But we don't really have anyone else to replace him. That's the problem.
Well, yeah, you're probably right there. I mean, it's either, yeah, him or Dirksen. Ollie Hollins, it's fourth year.
His game tonight was as a result of what he was given from the coaches. I mean, you can't really blame him for his efforts. He just wasn't playing the right position.
How would you sum up his game tonight on Nick Dacos? How would you rate Ollie Hollins' game tonight, David?
Putting a Prius on a Ferrari.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Well said. Exactly.
Very good analysis.
Rob Monahan, he can go, no good. Rubbish. No good. No. The Gherkin, Wade Dirksen.
Who knows? I mean, just keep him.
Give him a bit more time. I mean,
give him another year. I give him another year, 100%.
Yeah.
There
And
might be a reason why he didn't get a game elsewhere. That's all I'm saying.
probably. You're right. I agree with that too. But and you get in the game at Carlton. And then Zach Williams to round it out.
I thought he played a pretty good game tonight.
He was good tonight.
He's made a meringue.
Unless he gets a deal like McGovern, like a couple $100,000, maybe. But that's it.
See you later.
If you want that sort of money, see you later.
Good luck, bro. Imagine going for 1.4 million down to like 200K. Yeah, no worries, bro.
You're not going to get any performance out of him because he's all the incentives gone.
Yeah. So, man,
I got a couple. I got a couple.
Who?
Lucas Kudafidi.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hang on,
What
Cooper said don't
about,
put your pressure on the lad.
guys like Matt Cottrell?
No,
Oh yeah, he's got a contract, hasn't he?
No, he's got a contract. They were just out of contract players. It's like I think there's like 15 left out of contract. 16.
He'll play this year.
Ashton Moore.
Nah, did you hear what Michael Voss said in his press conference?
What?
So he talks about Cottrell and he goes, "Oh, he's one of my favorites." And then when he's ready to go, we'll definitely be playing him. He must have a high opinion of Matt Cottrell. I tell you, when he's ready to go, you won't be there, Michael.
Yeah.
Gets injured a lot.
I don't know. Ashton Moyer. I've got a lot of faith in Ashton. I think he's got a really, really good personality. He's got a really good upbringing. He's got lots of good skills, similar to Jesse Motlop. Their good is very, very good, but unfortunately, we just don't see enough of it. And we certainly see his lackadaisical kind of attitude. If we can get his mindset right and get his work ethic right, I think he could be a very valuable player, but it just doesn't seem to be clicking for the guy. But I think that must be the direction. If the coaches can't inspire him and get him working hard enough, then that's the problem. So at some point in time, you have to cut your losses, but I can see an upside on him that might potentially be very, very useful for us.
I mean, yeah, I've watched him down in the twos as well, and I feel like he's soft in the head. Like, I feel like he doesn't want to be there sometimes, and then he wants to be there. Then he turns up for like 5 minutes and then goes missing again. I mean, he's definitely got the talent, but what's he done in 4 years? So, it's 4 years now.
West Coast.
Yeah, it comes quick. It comes fast in football.
Is he a WA boy, David?
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
His mother was an Olympic athlete. I think she represented Australia at Taekwondo at Sydney Olympics. He's really been brought up well. He's got he's got a great temperament about him, but he just seems to just not get out of second year.
And again,
and what about Campbell Chesser? How have you rated his start to the season?
Horrible.
Not
average.
Not below.
Very average.
He was picked up at number 6, wasn't he, by West Coast?
Yeah.
Was a big disappointment to them as well. He was constantly injured, didn't seem to get a run, and not quite sure why we recruited him. I guess in hope that he might stay healthy. But I mean, physically he looks up to it, but mentally or skills, I'm not sure. He's just one of those players that gamble on him because you don't have to pay much for him, but don't expect much. And again, why do we just let him walk into the team instead of earning his spot? I don't know.
Yeah,
we do that a lot. with
Mars, there's
his-
one other bloke you forgot to ask everyone about, and that's George Hewitt.
No, but I don't think he's out of contract. I was going out of contract players.
Just out of contract
Yeah,
players.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I thought we were going right through the list.
Nah. I was just going out of contract this year. So there's about 16
Well,
to
hey,
18
we
players.
proved with Jackson Binns that even if you've got another year to go on your contract, we're still
Oh, you
prepared
rip
to
it
chop
up.
you if we
You
don't
can
think
only-
you're good enough.
But you can only do that to so many players. I mean, what was his contract worth? What, 200K, 150,000? You know what I mean?
So,
So
like, do you think? I mean, obviously, it wouldn't have made a difference.
Wouldn't have
but do
been
you-
much.
Do you think having George Hewitt in the side would have been better?
not a
tonight?
chance. Would have got
No.
even. We would have got torched even more.
I'd like to ask. I don't know if it got brought up or not before I got on. What do you guys make of Michael Voss putting Sam Walsh at half forward for like nearly the last 10 minutes, starting him off? Like I don't get what his thinking is behind this. These players.
Who was
at
in the
half
middle?
forward.
Who was in the starting four apart from Pitney?
At one stage they had Zach Williams.
Yeah.
They had Cripper, and I think they had
maybe.
They might have even had
I think.
I think they had Hollands at one stage. They had them three when we really needed, mate. I don't know. Like
That's when you get, and this is what I was saying. You get your prime on ballers on. Whoever's on the pitch, you get your prime on ballers on because it was dire straits, mate. They were coming at us with everything, and then
Ollie Hollands
Hollands
would have only been in there because he was playing on Nick Dacos. That's it.
But shouldn't you want to be in the middle as a leader, as the leaders of the club and wanting to win this game? Like if that was me, I'd be saying, man, if I was a midfielder, right? If I was a midfielder, I'd be saying, mate, I'd probably be like a star forward, not a midfielder. But if I was a midfielder, I'd be saying, mate, I'm starting in the fucking middle, man. I'm winning this game. I'm winning this game. I don't think they do that. We haven't got I don't want to go back to like Stephen Kernahan, the greatest captain ever to walk.
I was
that
still
field.
swimming.
Mate, his whole thing was get me the ball. Get the ball in my hands and I'll win this game.
But do you think that it comes with ramifications if he disobeys like a team order?
Well, I don't know if that does. That's alarming too, because if I was the coach and I had my leaders on the field say, "Mate, I want to take these midfield, I want to take these centre bouncers to win the game," man, I'll be saying to you, "Go, mate, go."
But
That's what I want. I want you to take initiative.
But what if they are doing that and it's the
I don't
Vosses
know.
and-
This is the problem. We don't know.
Exactly.
I'm telling you, we're a basket case. We're actually the laughing stock of the AFL again.
That's the problem.
We are. We are. We're the
laughing.
laughing stock of the AFL again. I just think we are. I mean, you 1-5. What were we doing this year? I don't know what we're meant to be doing this year. What were we meant to be? Well, I know what we're doing, and everyone come at me. I said we win 5 to 7 games. We've been lucky to win more than 7 games, just purely because of the coach and where it was positioned and the list and what we gave away and what we had coming in. And I'm just like, I mean, you got a whole bunch of not list cloggers, but just a bunch of average footballers that came in, to be honest. I mean, I like Ben Ainsworth, but I think he's an addition to what you already have at the top end. I mean, he can help. You know, he's not a top end, top talent output player. I mean, you're
He's
looking
been
at
a lot better as a small forward than what all of our other small forwards
I
were
agree
last
with
year or two.
I agree with that, and Hayward as well. But these are not top end talents. These are impact players. They're impact players. They're not players that are going to sustain for 3 to 4 quarters. You know, and people look at Charlie Curnow. He's a bum. He's in this. He's in that. I tell you what, Charlie Curnow wins us 3 of the games that we were in this year. He'll win us 3 of those games. He kicks you 4 goals in those games. Yeah, easy.
We would have won tonight with Charlie Curnow.
We would have won by 30, 40 points. North Melbourne, you would have won that game. I mean, this is what.
Because then you
don't
have.
think?
No, I don't.
Why?
Because the deliveries are the same, and he's going to be He's going to be. Look at what he's doing at Sydney. He's got fantastic delivery at Sydney. He's not really lighting the world on fire.
He's a lazy footballer. He's very lazy.
I agree with
I
that.
hear you, Mons. Like, I know what you're saying, but I don't know if I agree that we would win tonight or would win any of the ones we've lost this year.
But I think it's more the
You don't
fact
think
that
he 2 or 3 goals in that game?
No, I don't see it. But then you lose some of the stuff that Ainsworth has done. Like, you don't have an Ainsworth there. You don't have that type of
No,
play.
but what I'm saying is that you had to build around. I mean, it's done now. You can't go back. It is what it is. But what I'm saying is that you put Ainsworth, you put a Haywood or one of these players around Charlie.
Which is what we didn't do at the end of 2023.
We wouldn't have got Haynesworth. We wouldn't have got Haywood or Ainsworth if it wasn't for the trade with Charlie.
No, because obviously because we're tied up in stupid deals, mate, with fucking McGovern and Zach Williams and all that. And that's our own fault.
What's bewildering to me is that they went into this season with one key forward.
Yeah.
One key tall forward.
Because they weren't prepared. They were not prepared.
And now Harry Mackay will, I don't know if he misses 2 games, but now he will miss the next match. And potentially, if it's concussion, Voss didn't say anything about it. He goes into that stuff where you've been concussed 3 times. They look at you. So what happens now next week? Who's our key forward? They're going to put Hudson O'Keefe up there.
Is Harry definitely gone for the next match?
Yeah, he's got concussion. It's too.
It's been confirmed.
Yeah,
it was right in front of us. He was out of it.
He was done. Ross said that he didn't pass. I don't know what that means.
He didn't pass the concussion test, so that means he's got to miss next week.
Yeah, he'll miss next week.
But you were talking about TDK, for instance. He was a ruckman that would get the ball out of the ruck, bomb it forward, turn it over. He how many goals did he kick for us? He never went forward and kicked goals.
The thing,
so losing him was drama. Peter has been much better.
It helped that Michael Voss game plan because it's so chaotic. That's when we play our best footy under Michael Voss.
Football.
Just chaotic football. There's no patterns of play. No one can tell me the patterns of play where you go, geez, all right. And they do repetition, and it repeats and repeats, and you can see the things happen. You know what's going to happen. And teams can't stop it. It's just, whatever. Well, some of the goals we kicked tonight, you can't recreate that again. Like there was one that we were at half back and we fumbled it, then they fumbled it, and it's just like there's no build up. The build up, there is none. It just happens. It's just a clusterfuck. That's all it is. It's a cluster of it. That's all it is.
And in comparison, how many times did Collingwood switch the ball to the other side and precision kicking from one to the next?
Purpose. They switch with purpose. They play with purpose. That's how they know, again, fundamentals, the basic systems, their strategies. They know what to resort to, and it works more often than not. Ours, forget about it. I don't know what works. Nothing works.
It's Blake.
Blake. So he'll miss. Wait. So April the 20th. I think he'll only miss 1 game, but who knows? Who knows, mate?
Are you guys feeling like it's better that we actually lost tonight, so that it just builds again the pressure to create change, or would you rather have, seen Taylor Byrne kick that goal and finish with a draw? Would we be talking any differently if it was a draw? If that one kick had been straight? Or would we still be talking about the things we are tonight?
Yes, I would still be talking about it because even if we drew that game, we would have still talked about it because it's not about.
We still let the lead slip and all that. 3-goal lead, 3/4 time.
Again, then what did we do? In those key moments. Now he's got me fucking saying it, right? But in those key moments, we let the supporters, we let the team down. They let their teammates down. They let everyone down. So it doesn't matter. Because Collingwood aren't that great. You think about it, there's no Nick Dacos. We probably win that game. You know what I mean?
For sure.
They didn't play that great, But for us to be up for most of the game and then in 5 or 6 minutes, again, let them kick 5 goals unanswered, right? It doesn't matter that we came back because it just became a scrap in that last 10 minutes and we scrapped a couple of goals. That goal that Carroll kicked where Ainsworth handballed it to him. Like he handballed it to the back.
And he wasn't looking.
He handballed it to the back of his head. Lucky he turned around and grabbed it, you know. And then we got the free kick at the end, like I didn't see it, so I don't know if it was a free kick or not to Burn. But I think we're in the even if we draw that game, we're in exactly the same position.
So who was your best on? Mine was Carroll.
Carroll was
Country
the best
Mile.
for me.
Your best on for Carlton, you mean?
Yeah, for Carlton.
Yeah,
we know Nick Dacos was.
Of course, he's not the best on the ground, of course.
But for Carlton,
100%, he was
Carroll by Country.
Hey, you know what I said today? I've been saying that I think we need a new captain, and that'll probably happen at the end of the year. Man, I'll be looking at Carroll as a captain. I know that's a bit.
Not yet.
That's a massive call, okay?
I know it's a big call, but who are you going to put? He's the only one that's standing up. So
I'll give you one.
Who?
Mark Pitney.
I liked Carroll, but he just wasn't in the game enough. Ainsworth, I thought, was serviceable. I thought he had a very
They
good
don't look
game.
for him enough. They don't look for him enough. They don't use him enough. This is what I'm saying is in my preview, I say if they can use Matt Carroll for long enough and see him more often than not and get him the ball more often than not, he makes things happen. Things happen around him. He's got a lovely kick on him as well. I know there was one that come off the side of his boot and it went astray and he turned it over. But more often than not, he's making the right decision. And he works tirelessly hard. He's always there. He's got to have the ball more than 20 times in his hands. Like they've got to find him. Just look for Matt Carroll and he makes things happen. So look, I thought if he could get up and around over 20 disposals and have a goal, I think we win the game. But I was close. But yeah, I got my prediction right. I said Collingwood by 5 points. And Dacos didn't have nearly 40 and 2. So, I mean, anyone could have saw that, yeah? You don't have to be Nostradamus, as Vince put it to me.
Rocco, I don't think there is any obvious replacement as a captain on the current list.
No, none.
There's
There
just
is
not.
none. There is
And
none.
that's why they've stuck with Cripps, because really there's big reservations about anybody else on the list.
I agree. There is no obvious person.
You know,
and
probably should have been given the gig maybe a couple of years earlier. Nick Newman.
Maybe.
That guy there at least flies the flag. He doesn't mind getting into some scuffles with the opposition. He doesn't mind, getting aggressive. That's the sort of thing you hardly see in any other player on the team.
So if you sign Walsh on for that long, it's going to be given that it'll go to him.
Yeah.
Walsh.
Yeah, I mean,
well, of course, they gave him an 8-year contract until he's about 47 years of age. So, might as well.
I still feel like Wiedering is so. I've got a thought about this, and it's sometimes you throw people in the deep, like you give them that responsibility, and they make it their own. And I feel like he's sat in the shadow of a leadership role with Cripps, so he hasn't had the opportunity to grab it by the balls.
True.
I don't know if you give him the opportunity to actually say you are the captain, do something with it. I think he would.
What's he going to do? What's he going to do?
He's nearly 30 now.
He's got the ability to drag people along, Rocco. Look, you even watch him in defence. Well, not so much this year, but I think he's lost a little bit of mojo. But in the past, he's the one barking orders. He's the one. We've always said. I think the last 12 months, Wiedering was on our list to say he could be the next captain. And then
I agree.
Year,
he's definitely one of our leaders. I agree with you. I agree with you that he's one of our leaders, but unfortunately, he's not a clear-cut captain. That's the problem. None of them are clear-cut where you can say, yep, he's the man to lead us. Like, they've all got something about them that I'm not happy.
So is it a situation where they go and look elsewhere like they did with Judd?
No.
They won't do it.
No, because who's that going to be? I mean, Judd was – that was another problem. We didn't have a clear-cut captain, and then Judd comes along who's a clear leader. Yeah. Oh, who would that be?
I don't know. I'm just putting it out there. I wouldn't have a clue. Maybe the
I'm gonna die on this hill now. If Carroll keeps improving the way he is, he's the only one that's showing some fucking heart when we really need it. mate, I would, at the end of the year, new coach, new captain would be someone brand new. Let's start again. Walsh, I don't think he stands up when we need him to. You said Walsh, David. Like, he
You
doesn't
realise
stand
Matt
up.
Carroll's only 20 years of age, Rocco?
Well, I was going to say, he doesn't have a lot of experience.
So what?
Just
He's a
like-
bit fucking.
Oh,
I know
leading-
Stephen Kernahan was a different bloke too, but
He's
Stephen
played
Kernahan.
He's played 22 games.
That's all right. He would have played 40 games by then. I don't know. I'm just thinking, all right. Then
It'll go.
Maybe give him 4 or 5
It'll
years.
go
But
to
I think
Sam
you've got to
Walsh.
run with either Wiedering or Walsh. Or
Gonna go to Sam Walsh.
really, if Cripps steps down, I can see Wiedering getting it and Walsh being his deputy.
The problem is that we it's always like the safe thing. Yeah, let's give it to Wiedering. Let's give it to Walt. How about we
But Wiedering with the captaincy responsibility, I think Mick Marcucci makes a very good point. It could make him. It could actually add a lot to what he's there for, and he'll feel the sense of responsibility. And he needs to become a Darcy Moore or a Nick Maxwell that used to play for Collingwood 20 odd years ago. So I mean, that's the type of captain you need as a fullback.
Is Harley Reid back dating Dersma? Can we steal him from West Coast because he's going out with a Dersma?
I'll head off so I can get the next guest in, but all I'm going to say is stay positive, guys.
Yeah, I'm positive we're going to.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
It's time to go! Get off my screen. I'm not picking you up in the morning. You can walk to work. How about that? But yeah. Nathan, how are you? I mean, not great, but yeah, how you going anyway, other than Carlton?
No, not great. No,
Yeah.
I need therapy. Those games kill me. the club can pay for my fucking therapy lessons.
Oh, mate, this is what sends people to rehab. This sends people to rehab. I'll tell you that. It is. It's. I mean, what do we make of Patrick Cripps' game tonight? Like, can we put him in the spotlight? Like, I love putting him in the spotlight because I don't know. I don't know about him anymore. Like, once the ball gets to the outside, I feel like that's it. He's got no strings to his
He's
bow.
starting to make some terrible decisions, Mars, and you saw that tonight. He's starting to make some terrible decisions when the pressure's on, and you saw that tonight. There were a couple of incidences where he had the ball, he started running forward and then he just didn't know where to give it. He should have handballed it a second earlier. These are the moments. These are the moments.
He was there in the last quarter, but I don't know. Yeah.
But it's just to me, it's just it's a game. It's nothing like, and I don't really blame him. I mean, he's limit. We know that he's a limited player. Like he's a contested ball, but I don't know, man.
I just feel like the captaincy had to go to Walsh or Wiedering this year. I just feel like they had to make the move. Like, I don't know. They would have. I don't know. Just the eyes, the focus comes. It comes off Patrick Cripps and it goes to Sam Walsh or Jacob Wiedering and go, well, where are you? You look at them dead in the eyes and you go, not good enough as leaders of these men. Not good enough. But yeah, Cripps. I don't know. I don't know if I feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for adults and men like that at the top caper. I mean, people will, but I don't.
Do you know one of the disturbing trends that's happened at Carlton over the last 10, 15 years is, and it happened with Mark Murphy, and now it's happened with Patrick Cripps. The reason why they were given the captaincy is because they were seen to be the star player, the one that can sell the most memberships, the one that, that everyone loves because of the way they play, not because they're necessarily the best leader in the team. And the same thing happened with Mark Murphy. The players, I can tell you, voted for Heath Scotland and Andrew Carazzo. and it was all voted down. And in the end, the board said, "Nah, we're having Mark Murphy as the captain." And Mick Malthouse was fucking furious, absolutely livid at that decision. But he had no. He had to just go with it. It was made for him. Bad luck, Mick. That's what we're doing, whether you like it or not.
What?
That's a problem in itself.
And I can tell you that that's the reason why Mark Murphy got the captaincy.
Do you reckon they vote the captain in any right now? Like at the start of the year, they get captaincy goes to a vote and go, "All right, boys, we're going to put." No, I don't think so either. No.
If they do it, it's all
I guess.
Just to be curious as to what the players think, but that doesn't mean it's the final decision.
Yeah, Jad, how are you, brother?
Jad,
I'm going to jump. Jad, you can have my spot, buddy.
All right.
No, I see you, mate.
Good on you, mate.
It's time to go! And he's
Come
going
on,
to
let's go. Ready? Turn off the lights. Turn off the lights.
definitely be turning off the lights and going to sleep soon. But Judd, how you
How are
going
you,
to
Jed?
take us through to the end?
Hey, boys.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to come on because I've got there's nothing really left to say. I was really angry earlier, real angry, and now I'm kind of mellowed out a bit. But I think we could be in a lot of trouble here with Elijah because that story, it just seems to be I was just on X and it just seems to be growing and growing.
Yeah,
this could be like the biggest scandal, if you want to call it that, in a long time.
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
It's playing out before our very eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow because this is going to blow up.
You can just imagine how many journos are going to be crawling all over this story.
How does that happen? How does that actually happen? Like, how does he play a game if they can see? Fuck.
So, Jed,
maybe that's the end of Voss. Maybe this is what will do it.
So, Jed, is the focus on Elijah himself or the way the club's handling it?
No, the club. I don't understand how he was allowed to be on the ground.
I agree. It's
They
also
should-
going
they should, yeah.
It's
They
also
should have
going to be
withdrawn him from the team and put in one of the emergencies. They really should have.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. This could cost people jobs now.
Well, it could have cost him something far more serious too.
Yeah, but Chris Davies is the footy boss. Surely
Well,
he had no knowledge of it.
Of him, that's for sure.
Surely, right? There's no way that he would have known and let it happen. And the CEO as well. There's no chance. I'm praying that they haven't let this happen.
They've dropped the ball here, bro.
Big time.
Well, that'll be two bad calls. Fuck, we might. I don't know. We might have a new footy boss before a new fucking coach. If it plays out that way.
Criticise it too much.
No, I'm seriously shitting bricks now.
This is why I thought this is another reason why we could be in the worst position I've seen this club at, because if this is true and whatever the news is about him going on the ground and whatever, this is a new low. This is a new low.
Yeah.
Imagine putting a player in that condition onto the ground. This is a new low for the club.
And it's so weird how this year it's just becoming like a disaster, more of a disaster every week.
Yeah.
I'm actually stunned. Oh, fuck.
It's
Fucking hell.
college. It's bleak. I
That
hope it's
young
not
man
that
needs a lot of help.
Elijah, but
He needs a lot of help.
See, and they preach, the club preaches stability and old Carlton is dead, new Carlton. It's all shit.
right.
It's all just lies.
Words, lies, yeah.
Anyway, fucking hell.
I don't know. I said at the start of last year. I mean, whatever. We still got another 18 rounds to go. But
Oh my God, we've got still another. We've got still
18
another
rounds of misery.
18 rounds to go of this, man.
But I said that last year. I don't know. I don't know. I just wouldn't have rewarded him with another year. I know, yeah, you might have done all the right things, but I don't know. I think he just needed a lot of help. Matt, I hope it's not that, and I hope it's something completely different and he's okay. But yeah, it's going to be a big story. It's negligence on the club if it is what it is, and to send him out after, what were they? They were monitoring his heart rate or something like that. Obviously, would have been
Only
fine.
at half time, and that was
They know. I'm not a doctor, so how am I meant to know? But we can only speculate, and they've deemed him fit to play. So fair enough.
At what point did he come off the ground, never to come back on?
Apparently, he played 9 minutes of the last, and that was it.
Yeah, it was
9 minutes of the last quarter.
That was it, and then they took him off.
And that was it. Because he was
Are you
having
going to
words
believe
with
the
Voss
Carlton
at one
PR
of
team when they come out?
One of the breaks. Was that at 3/4 time?
I don't know.
No,
It looked like it was the game, to say the truth.
There was some vision. There was some vision of Elijah, like with his arms crossed or whatever, and Voss talking to him outside the.
No, that was after the game.
I think that was
the
after
other groups were
that was
all
after
gathering
the
around
game.
on the field.
I think that was after the game, Vince.
You sure it was after?
Yeah, because they were standing there. If they were standing in the way they were standing, and Voss is on the outside, not talking at 3/4 time, fucking sack him right now. If that's what he was doing at 3/4 time.
It was while they're doing the presentation of the cup, I think, or something like that.
Yeah, no,
fair enough. Oh, the cup, the Peter Mac Cup.
Yeah.
Righto, gotcha.
It was,
Righto.
I don't know, man. Like, to see him have not one touch up to half time and going, he's on the Krispy Kreme donuts. Like, legit, he was working there. He was selling donuts.
He had one kick for the game, and he had 1 meter gained.
They awarded it to him
off the ground too.
Yeah.
I don't think that was a legitimate kick. It was a kick off the ground.
Yeah, but look, for his sake and for his family, so I hope he's okay. But if he needs help, send him to go get some help.
Mate, he wasn't there. His head was literally in the clouds all night.
My biggest concern out of it all, like other than him, of course, is if they knowingly let that happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The club's
there'll be people trying to protect their asses over the next 2 or 3 days. You watch how much ass protection is going on at the club.
Can you imagine if this is the reason Voss has to quit?
No.
Fucking hell, and he doesn't actually get sacked. He actually has to just walk.
Sure. Like,
this club.
How did they not? I don't understand how they did not see this coming. Like this year, I don't understand it. But we could see it. I could see it. The most toxic. I mean, I'm toxic, right? But like, oh my God,
they should have assessed. They should be assessing Elijah every game before.
Not even him. I'm saying that now. I'm talking about Michael Voss. Like, how did they not see it? Just him.
Look, I said earlier.
Everything.
I said earlier to Terry just before. So I don't think I articulated it well enough because I was really angry earlier. Like, fuck, I couldn't think straight. But what I was trying to say is, so you know how they got around Taylor Byrne after he missed?
Yeah.
I'm not saying don't get around him, but to me, so many of these players are so content with losing. Like, I don't think it hurts them enough. And I don't think behind closed doors, right, you got to be telling the kid, like, I really rate him, so this isn't knocking him, but I'd be telling him, just like I would have been telling Mitch McGovern when he missed 2 years ago, would have been telling him, listen, that was not good enough. You have to kick that goal. It wasn't that hard of a kick. You must hit it. So what I was trying to say is that I don't think they do that behind closed doors. I think they are so concerned with wrapping their arms around people and not feeling any negative emotions that things like that become acceptable. So that's what I was trying to say before, is that I just think it's accepted. it's just accepted. Oh, it's okay. It happens. It's footy. You miss.
Oh,
Okay, I don't mind you say that publicly, but if you're behind closed doors saying that same thing to someone, I don't like it. I think it's just too soft. Maybe because it's just a bit old school, but I don't know. I just think it's too soft. I don't think it hurts him enough. I think if that was a Sam Mitchell player, I think he'd have him in the office Monday morning and be saying to him, "We're always going to support you, mate, but that was fucking shit. You must nail that goal."
You did see did you watch his press conference before the game? Not the one like today, yesterday. He says, you get better people, then you get better players. And then he goes, that's where we've invested a lot of time. How about you get better footballers? Don't worry about getting better people. Get better footballers. Get me players that can play football. I don't care what happens after it. Well, you're going to care to a certain extent. But what I'm saying is, you get better people, then you get better players. So what are we, just there to make friends and then, oh, yeah, he's a good bloke. Yeah, you just get a game because he's a good bloke. Oh, yeah, he must be a good bloke. Around. Yeah, we got our arms. That's what you're saying. We got the arms around him, so it makes him a good bloke. Then we're going to make better footballers like that.
Let's be frank, Mars, they're soft. They're soft.
I know.
They've been run by a club that encourages this soft, woke mentality all the way through from the top down, you know.
Well, they've feminized them. They've feminized them. That's what they've done.
They have. Yep.
And they don't. There's no real. I don't know. I feel like there's no real
no grunt
and desire. There's no when they lose, it's always it's a pat around the back or you did something. If someone does something wrong,
right.
Nick Haynes, I'm telling you, I'm going back to that, and I'm gonna because he's a senior player, right? He didn't bring the ball over when Nick Dacos kicked that goal from in the goal square, right? Mate, some Wiedering should have got him and said, why didn't you take it over the line? Why didn't you hit it over the line? It's all right, mate. Rub on the head. It's okay. It's fine. The amount of times you see it, it's like you're acknowledging the mistake. It's like, when you teach a dog, Rocco knows, he's taught Cleo and Shelby, when they do something bad, we'll just pat them on the head. We'll give them a treat. Oh, it's okay. And they just keep making the same mistake again and again. Like, you have to have harsh words, mate.
That's what I don't think happens back there. I don't think it happens. And you cop a lot of shit for saying that. I don't know. People, it's just different these days. People laugh at that and think, oh, woke. There's no such thing as woke disease in class bullshit. It's bullshit. No, I don't think it is bullshit. It's very, very fucking real.
It's not on Taylor Byrne. It's on that start of the fourth quarter when we
100%.
That's where the game got lost, not because Taylor Byrne missed the goal.
Correct.
And this is what we were saying at the start of the show, and I even said is that I'm not blaming him. I'm blaming.
I'm not blaming him either.
That 5 minutes at the start of the game is like at the start of the last quarter. You go far out. We're your leaders when they're meant to stand up.
They just let it. It's almost like they just let it happen. The one that keeps playing in my head is on the wing. It's Dacos versus two, and I don't know who it was. Maybe it was Ollie Florence spoils his own fucking teammate.
They ran into each other.
Dacos out the back.
Over the ball.
Oh my God!
How many times did that happen?
That's when me and Mars. Remember, Mars? We looked at each other and we said, they're fucking clowns, mate. They are actually clowns out there, man. Like they ran into each other. Like,
what about Florent? When I think Haynes was about to mark it and Florent came across and he spoiled Haynes.
He spoiled his own player.
There was no one within 2 meters of Haynes, and he spoiled his own player. And Taylor Byrne went up for a mark with Harry Mackay as well, and I just got shades of Durden and Owies, and I'm like, oh my God, it's like it's happening again. They drink from the poison chalice.
You know what? It was that first 5 minutes of the last quarter, but Jad and I think Andy said it before too, we can't let Byrne get away with this either. There has to come to a point where you go, that's not good enough, mate. Even at an early age, mate, you need to kick those goals. Mate, and I hope they say that behind closed doors because
they won't.
We can't allow this losing mentality saying that's okay, you missed it. No, it's not okay. Mate.
Rocco, can I bring you back and you'd remember this better than anyone? 1993, I think it was round 2. We played
Mate,
Essendon
you're
at the
talking
MCG.
You're talking about the greatest captain there ever
Yeah.
was. Of
Now-
course, man. I remember
Okay,
that.
now just let's go back to Stephen Kernahan's shot for goal. The game
Missed
was
everything.
tied. All he had to do was even kick a point.
Missed everything.
Missed everything, kicked it out on the full. Did you see in the replay of that game? Did you see anyone going up to Kernahan? Nobody. No one consoled him. No one said, "Oh, don't worry, mate. It'll be all right." You know, he was dirty on himself all week. He knows he should have kicked at least a point, if not a goal, from that position. And the following match, what happened?
Well, the following match against Hawthorn at Princess Park, he was in exactly the same position.
Yep.
Except it was maybe a minute to go, not after the siren.
Yep.
And
yep.
he went back and he kicks the goal.
And he kicks the goal.
But
Because no one let him off the hook on that kick. They all know, mate, you should have kicked it. Right?
I'm going to play devil's advocate, right? And say it's a different kind of predicament because he is 18. It's his third or fourth game, right?
Understand.
Stephen Kernahan, who's elder statesman, captain, obviously knows that, not good enough. No one's going to go up to him and console him and go, hey, it's okay. He'd probably he'd brush you aside and say, what? Not good enough. You know what I mean? I mean, in this, and I know the world that we live in now, everyone gets consoled. It's okay, mate. There's always next week, as Michael Voss likes to put it. There's next week. We've got a next game too. We can suit up again next week, right? So, Mike, I understand what you're saying. Like, this is tough love. Like, but you don't want to leave him out there by himself. So you hope that they go to training and go, not good enough. Should have kicked that. And he knows that himself, 100%. 100%. Burn knows
That's
that.
what I want to say. That's what I want to say, right? Like, I don't mind that they go over to him, but I did think it was a little bit over the top. But my concern is, what's happening behind closed doors, because I don't think their message changes. I think during the week they'll tell him it's okay, next time. And the thing with Taylor Byrne is, this boy, he's from Koroit. This is a proper country lad. They're raised differently over there, and I could see it in his reaction. He didn't want them patting him on the head and cuddling him. He kept shaking his head, walking away. The kid's tough. Let him handle it. Let him experience what he needs to. Let him feel what he needs to feel. He'll be fine. And I have no doubt he'll get another opportunity like that in the coming years, and he'll nail it because he's tough already. I don't want him to be Carltonized.
Yep. I agree. Mate, Koroit, the home of the great Adrian Gleeson. I mean, there was no tougher little nuggety rover like him, and he put a couple of those goals that won us games too when he played. I remember once at Princess Park against, I think it was North Melbourne, where he kicked the winning goal literally after the siren. So, you know.
He knows it himself. And you know when you're filthy on yourself and you don't want anybody around you hugging you and all that. Like the hugging and all of that. So I'm like, I know he's a kid and all that.
But I would have liked to see, just go up to him, maybe give him a ruffle on the hair and say, okay, mate.
Yeah, that's it. Don't console him like he just lost a loved one. Like, it's just high five, move on. That's it.
The other thing, I bet you Sticks Kernahan during the week went and bloody practiced his ass off as well and took about 1 million shots.
100%.
So,
there was reports of helicopters all over Melbourne that week.
Exactly. He goes and practices his free throws during the week. Same as what Byrne needs to do now is go and practice. Kick some goals.
Exactly right.
That's all. You just practice makes perfect, mate. In those situations, replay it in your head. Replay the exact situation in your head and just go back.
Well, let's go back to the McGovern kick from 2 years ago. Now, he's no spring chicken 18-year-old. He's 30-odd. When he missed his shot, what happened?
The same thing, you know. It's the same thing happened, you know.
Yeah.
And we're not blaming the kid. Like, I'm not blaming the kid. I know it's a tough, man. I can only imagine having a kick after the siren and that. So, but what we're saying is, I hope they understand that wasn't good enough. And there was a comment here by Mr. Mojo. He says, when Sticks missed it, it was a different world. This is the problem. Why was it a different world? I don't get this different world.
Still a game of football.
It's a game of football. You win, you lose. You don't want to lose. You know, you want to. What do you mean it was a different world? No, it wasn't. Those fundamental things should never change. They should never change. And that's what I think we mean, you know. Winning comes first. That should never change. You know what I mean? Be
What I think it is. Sorry, Rocco, I don't want to cut you off. But, what I reckon it is, it's this idea now, and it's all through like society. Yeah, it's this want to cocoon yourself against feeling negative things. Like a bit of pain.
But
Look
that's
away.
life.
It's okay. Yeah, that's life. That exactly.
It's life.
I don't know.
Life is full of disappointments, and you got to know how to handle it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like us as a club, since 2015, we've tried to insulate because we think the club is too big and the fans are too toxic. We can't have them feeling pressure. We can't have it. No. Harry Mackay is the perfect example of that. I just think he's been indoctrinated in it. Wiedering as well. These guys, they wouldn't survive at Hawthorn. I'm telling you now. I don't think they'd survive. The mentality's shot.
Do you think Carlton has embraced this new world more than any other club? Like they've embraced the
Do you want to know my theory on that, Rocco? It's because with Richmond's dynasty, and I'm going back a fair bit, just bear with me, with Richmond's dynasty, their psychologist was credited heavily with that turnaround, okay?
Yeah.
And Carlton as a club, I think we just tried to chase what worked for them. Just because the psychology unlocked their whole team and made Dustin Martin a freak and all this stuff doesn't mean it's going to work for us. I think we just we wanted to do that. Bring in the psychologist, let everything out. Just over-police everyone's fucking feelings. I just think that's what's like. I don't get that sense at Hawthorn or Brisbane or Collingwood. I don't hear any of this mindfulness shit coming out of them. Only from us.
Yep,
it's the worst, mate. It is the worst. It breaks.
Sam Mitchell calls a spade, mate. When they get beaten, he just says it's not good enough. I don't care. Even if it was a bad umpiring decision or whatever, he just doesn't make excuses for it.
Did you guys see Craig McRae's comment at 3/4 time?
No.
What was that?
He just said, I told the board, well, we spoke in the huddle, can they do this for 4 quarters? So, at what point, if I'm at the club, do you think, I'll ask you guys a question. Do you think that when our players hear that, do you think those at the club are telling them, you should feel angry about this, or do you think they're telling them, ignore this?
Come on, that's not even getting within the 4 walls.
Yeah, it's just ignored. It's ignored. Don't listen. Don't listen.
You know what I think?
Don't listen and laugh.
Their attitude at Carlton, and they've often said it in interviews in the media, on radio or TV. Don't worry about it, boys. Block out the external noise. Right? Don't take any notice of the external noise. That's their constant message. In other words, don't take any notice of any criticism or any negative talk or anything else that is designed to point out what you're not doing.
Except
we don't want you to feel bad things. Simple as that.
They're going to ignore it except when it's Doherty, right? Then they don't ignore it.
Yeah, because that was one of them.
Except when it's your own.
Except when it's your own, they won't ignore it, but they'll ignore it every now. So when they don't want to, they won't, and then when they do, they're all over the place. I've said this before. The club just looks like it's pulling in so many different directions, and we just we can't move forward. We can't move forward.
David,
I was just going to say that we have this term, being comfortable, being uncomfortable. As soon as it gets uncomfortable for our players, they seem to go to caca. They just can't handle being uncomfortable. They're in their little zone, but once the pressure's turned up, they can't handle it.
That's what happened in that last quarter.
Absolutely.
Could you feel the pressure meter really going up with Collingwood? I mean,
huge, man.
You could see the amount of they were throwing themselves at everything in that first 10, 15 minutes of that last quarter, and we could not handle it.
And the cameras turned to the crowd, and the crowd knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
As soon as they got their first goal, I said to Dylan, I turned around and I said, look at the way their heads have dropped when they were walking back. It's almost like they knew what was about to happen because we knew it. We all kept saying it to each other. we all kept saying that, we've got to get through the first 10 minutes. Like we were all worried that we weren't going to get through that first 10 minutes of the last quarter.
They can't handle pressure.
And it happened in 4 minutes.
You know what else? Can I ask you guys a question who were at the
Oh.
game? I assume you're all at the game. Did you notice what happened when Collingwood kicked their 5th goal in a row and they got 13 points up?
Well,
I saw hordes of Carlton supporters get up
they
out
all
of their
left.
chairs
They all left.
and leave. It was
Yeah.
only the 20-minute mark of the quarter. There was another 14 or 15 minutes in the end to that. I think it went 35 minutes in the end, that quarter.
Yeah, it did.
So many
So-
stoppages.
Just what does that show you? Even the supporters are like, nah, that's it. We're gone.
I know.
Six
And
goals.
We had more than enough time to come back and win the game.
And we did. We almost did. You know what I mean?
Almost did.
But I've always said if what we're thinking is if we're thinking like that,
Yeah.
the players are thinking like that. Like they
Yeah.
feed off our energy. Like we were already giving
Yeah.
up. Right?
Yeah.
The players look like they were giving up on the ground. You know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I have no faith in them. Like we all knew it was every game has been the same this year. Every single game, man. How can you keep doing the same thing over and over again, man? Seriously.
Yeah.
Why don't they ask that to Vox? How can you keep doing the same thing over and over again, mate?
Mm.
Like you knew it was about to happen. Like get someone to run through Dacos. Anything. Do something. Do something to stop this.
Yep.
Did you play his presser yet, Mars?
Yeah, I'm not playing it again.
Yeah.
I'll kill myself.
No, don't
if
play
I-
it again. But the
No.
little alarming thing to me, he made a comment about the last quarter and how our players were trying to handball their way out of things. And he said, "Oh, I actually thought we did too much of that. I would have rather we took territory."
Territory, yeah. I noticed
that
yeah.
Yeah,
noticed
that tells you a lot about how he thinks about the game.
Game.
His philosophy is all about numbers to the ball, numbers will win, take territory, take the meters. Like, I would rather they keep trying to handball their way out, handball and run, than just fucking dumping it on the boot. His
And this
philosophy's cooked. We can't go further with him.
And this is what I mean is that what were they training in the off season? I don't get it. Like I've seen two totally polar opposite game styles. Like they were training that handball. They're confused, mate. The players, they got no clue. I'm telling you, they need Nurophens. They need aspirins, Panadine Fort. They're in a comatose state of just playing this contested brand of footy and long down the line and create another stoppage and another stoppage. Just as soon as it gets out of the contest, how
bad it feels so fragile. Like even in the third quarter,
it was on
I just
edge.
kept saying to myself, as soon as I said to myself, Collingwood are one clean play away from killing us at every turn. We just got to hope they fuck it up. It's so fragile.
Those last 2 goals we kicked in that third quarter, they were chaos goals. You know what I mean? They were a bit of chaos. I think McGovern got one. You know, it was a bit of a chaos kind. It wasn't like Collingwood were a lot cleaner. You know, like the danger side were there. The danger side were there early in the third.
You know how they're going to work it to goal. With us, you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, once oppositions adapt to that in game against us and they kind of even up the numbers at the contest, and once they get it to spread to the outside cleanly, it's game over. We just can't handle the pressure. When it comes, when they turn up the heat, forget it. We wilt. We absolutely wilt. I mean, we made Harry Perryman look like a world beater tonight. And Patrick Lipinski, this bloke's been missing all year. He's had a goal and had 27. Like,
Jamie Elliott came good, 3 goals.
We
play all these players into form every time.
The same people. We get beaten by the same people every single week. I can't stress it enough. Like, how do you not go and do your homework and go, all right, we're going to try and implement this style of this game plan? Or he doesn't have the tactical nous. Simple as that. And the coaches, I don't know what they do there, or they just there to fill a role. But He doesn't have the tactical
Mars,
mouth.
a bit of perspective. I know we kicked 5 goals in a row. They kicked 5 goals in a row in that last quarter.
Yep.
But do you know that we also had a 5-goal run uninterrupted ourselves?
Yeah, through the
We
first
kicked the last
second
goal
quarter.
of the first quarter, and
Yeah.
then we kicked the first 4 goals of the second. We actually got up to a 23-point lead, I think, at one stage.
4. Yeah, something like that. It's nearly 4. It was 4 goals, basically.
Yeah. But then they scored 6. They scored the last goal of the third, and then the first 5 goals of the last to turn that from a 23-point deficit to a 13-point lead. I mean, yeah, 36 points.
You know what's alarming? That, even McRae said it in the third quarter. He said, like, can they do this for 4 quarters? And every coach has said that. Every coach has said they can't do it. Players have said it. Opposition supporters tell us. They'll come up and you can't play.
You're never out of the game. You're never out of the game against Carlton.
What do they call this first half, Carlton? You only play. And then there was all the memes about, you go and buy a burger. Can I only have half because I'm going to throw away the second half? We've become a meme, a joke, right? And now McRae have said at the third quarter, can they handle this for 4 quarters? Mate, they're laughing at us. And what are we doing about it as a club?
Ignoring it.
Zero. We're doing nothing about it.
They're ignoring
well,
it.
next week we're going to have to do something about it, because without Harry, we have to change our structure. So we forced into at least thinking a little bit differently.
Now we're going to be really a dynamic forward line.
Who are they going to bring in for Harry, do you reckon?
Hudson O'Keefe.
Dirksen.
They'll bring
Hudson O'Keefe. They'll bring him in, and then he'll go out
what about
again.
Dirksen? Play him back and then put Lewis Young up forward.
2 jumper Lewis.
Patrick Voss is going to have his way.
What's his way?
Patrick Voss.
Patrick
Patrick
Voss.
Voss.
Yeah, Patrick Voss. He's gonna. Don't worry about that. He's bringing the lube out because he doesn't want to hurt us.
Fuck me, that's
Michael
Jesus
Voss. Will have to write to his nephew there, Patrick, and say, mate, can you go easy on us this week?
Shy Bolton. Take your pick. Take your pick.
Shy Bolton next week. Pencil
What
in
about
at
Josh
25 and 3.
Tracy? What about Josh Tracy? Who's going to stop him?
25 and 3. Bolton.
We'll play John Amos into form.
The big Texan will probably come in.
He's another one. You're right, Nathan. Yeah.
Who I feel sorry for? Rocco Moro, because he's actually going to watch the game because he lives there.
I feel sorry for your son. Your son's going too.
Yeah, they're all. The whole family's going to go. I feel sorry for the Rocco Moros of this world. Mate, got to watch.
I wonder if they put the Fremantle recruits all in the side at once, like Adam Chera and Blake Akers and guys like that.
Hey, am I being stupid? Because I don't know. I am stupid a lot of the time. Am I worrying about Jagger Smith too early?
No, I agree.
Nah, it's
lost
look,
to me.
It's not his week to week, because I understand. He's young, the system's fucked, but it's more his profile of player that we took for a pick 3. I didn't want a safe side of stoppage handball player. I wanted more X factor and ball use. So I'm just I'm holding dry, but I'm getting a little bit antsy.
You know what we're all
just
worried
a little
about,
bit.
Jad? You know what we're all worried about that no one's got the guts to say? Jesus, I hope this guy doesn't turn into another Paddy Dow.
I think he's safe from that, but
mate,
I'm getting a little bit thingy. I'm just getting a little bit, okay. Don't tell me we took a handballer at pick 3, please.
Well, you never know. Look, you know what this raises? This raises the question about how much damage are we doing to, potentially doing to our list, especially our so-called prize recruits, especially the young ones coming through. How much damage is taking place by continuing to persist with the current regime that are running this football department, including the senior coach?
We won't know. We won't know until.
Because I'm worried about the long-term damage it could be doing by just leaving them there for the rest of these. No, I mean, we've still got another 17 weeks to go, haven't we?
I think if you make the right call with the next guy, I think it's irrelevant. I don't think.
Really?
Yeah, I think a good mind will be able to. Because listen, I don't think Michael Voss is that great of a coach, therefore not a great communicator. So I don't think his imprint will last long after he's gone because he's just not that good a communicator. So let's wait and see. Maybe I'm coping, but I don't think he's that memorable.
That's funny, Jad, because that's one of the reasons we got him, because he was a great communicator and a great leader.
Great leader of men.
What a fucking joke. What a joke.
Now we're saying he's not that, so what the fuck is he? You know, like, what is he, man? Like,
you know what he was, Rocco? He was just the name.
Yep.
He was the name. That's all he was.
You know what he was? It was the big name that Mr. Big Name Luke Sayers wanted on his resume. I was the president when we got the triple premiership captain from Brisbane to coach our team.
Because they
That's all
did
it was.
for themselves. They didn't do it for the club. Jads, when's the right time to get rid of Voss?
2024.
Yeah, well, but I think it's like borderline. It could be now, couldn't it?
Bro, it's
I don't know about
negligence.
all
It's
these people that
negligence.
say you can't do it now. It just gets worse each week. I don't know if you can wait till the bye.
What did I tell you at dinner, Jad? I said every week that he stays in, it's another 3 to 5 months of just compound interest. It just hurts you longer and longer, and the bad habits just set in. The traits set into these young players, man. Like Harry Dean's going out there. Harry Dean is out there killing himself for the cause already, killing himself.
It's also unhealthy day to day. Like imagine driving, right? So let's say you're a player, you get up in the morning, Monday, you're driving to the club. Like that can't be good. Whatever you're thinking,
no.
Or the vibe when you walk in, hey boss, Vossi, good morning. Like it doesn't.
The energy would be shit ass, wouldn't it? You just go.
Yeah.
It would be pathetic. Hey, listen, I think you should get rid of him straight away, because at the end of the day, I said this earlier, he's part of the problem, and until we get rid of him, we can't move forward. And all I want to do is move forward, and I don't think we can move forward with him there. He's not the only.
I think just get a caretaker in there. Like I don't think it's gonna destroy the place if he's gone.
But what's going to
happen? Get this theory? I don't get it.
But what's going to happen is that, like, the club don't want us. They wouldn't want to be seen to get rid of the coach right now, because then all hope is gone for this year.
Yeah, but this is media driven as well. They don't want to sack their mate Michael Voss out of the club as well. They're preaching for stability. Oh, it's another coach gone, but he can't coach. It's simple as that. He can't coach.
You know what I can't wait for, Mars?
Yep.
I can't wait for the you know that thing the media do when a coach is going to get sacked?
Yeah.
Oh, he's handled himself immaculately. What a man. He's handling himself so well. Oh. Well, when has a coach never handled themselves well? Being sacked. Has there ever been one? I can't remember.
The first step is Michael Voss. The second step will be the recruiters, and the last step will be a full board spill. That's it. Simple as that. That's
by the way.
I'll
make a bet with you, Jad. He'll survive. He'll survive until the end of the
14.
King's birthday round 13. And if Essendon beat us, mate, that's when they'll pull out the sword and they'll go.
And that's what I agree with you, Vince, because by then,
there's nothing left to play for.
There's nothing left to play for, and then the club can go, But right at this moment, if they do it, the dream's done.
Okay.
And
what if we beat Essendon? What happens?
Well,
No,
it'll continue until we lose the following week to the GWS Giants.
I would genuinely, I would do it after a loss, after a win. Sorry.
They might even do it before that.
After
But
a
all I'm
win.
saying is,
Yeah,
I
I'd do it after a
see the
win.
very latest. The point I'm making is that is the latest at which he will be given the bullet. There's got to be a circuit breaker.
I do it after
Just
a win.
announce it now.
Pair of balls.
Just announce it now. I don't care about the optics.
We've got Fremantle next week in Perth without Harry Mackay. You can't possibly see us winning that.
Nah, that could be 10 goals, genuinely.
Although maybe we can get Matt Carroll, who wears number 32, to do what another number 32 did a few years ago when he kicked the goal after the siren and we won.
You're living in the past, man. You're living in the past.
What was that winger's name again?
Brisbane,
the ex-Kilda bloke?
Jack Nunes.
Jack Nunes, that's it, yeah. He wore 32.
I tell you what. I'm off to Thailand in a couple of weeks. If I get back and he's gone, we'll celebrate. I can't wait to get out of here. I am so drained from this shit, honestly.
The other one that might be the nail in the coffin.
7 rounds.
The other one that might be the nail in the coffin is Carlton St Kilda after Fremantle.
Oh, mate, that's Carlton 2.0 down there. They got like 5.
That'd be a good game to do it. TDK has 30 plus. Jack has 28 and 15 intercepts. Jack Carroll pops up for 40 and 2.
Paddy Dow has 40 and
Paddy Dow sidesteps Jagger.
Even Jack Carroll comes on off the bench and gets 25. This
is the problem, man. We're trying to work out the best time to get rid of him. You know what? What are we doing here? Oh, when's the best time?
You're delaying the inevitable.
You know what I want it to be, actually? I want it to be Jack Silvani kicking the winner and he's pumping the St Kilda badge like this. And he's like, come on, the fucking Saints. That's what I want.
And then his dad finally cracks a smile. Finally.
he will. If St Kilda I'm telling you, if St Kilda beats Carlton, you'll see Sauce in the stands smiling. You watch.
And you know what? Good on him. Nah, I'm not on the club side anymore. I don't know.
This is where
it's actually all falling apart. It's all falling apart from within.
You got Brisbane at the Gabba, so it's only more pain and suffering after that. And then the Western Bulldogs. And then the Western Bulldogs. So
we got the Bulldogs in Brisbane twice. We're handing wins out. We're the Salvation Army. We're just handing out wins. Yeah. We got these teams twice. Collingwood twice.
Richmond twice.
All right, good night, guys. Thank you.
And we're not even tanking.
Oh, we'll digress. No. You and I, Jad. Take care, brother.
It's time to go!
We'll get one last opinion on tonight's game. Did you win your money, Aiden?
Oh, I won money, all right.
There we go. Nick Dacos.
Yeah. Fucking that cunt. But anyway.
There we go. Can't help himself. These people can never have. We were clean. We were clean until 2 a.m. We were clean here.
I was going to say 2 a.m. My God, is it all of a sudden we were allowed to be X-rated?
No. Did you go? Yeah, you went to the game.
Yeah. I can't lie. It was a good game if you were neutral. Depressing for us.
It was a good game.
It was a pretty good game, but again, we can't take our moments. Like Mr. Michael Bloss likes to say. And again, if we kick two of the 3 goals that we missed in the third quarter, would we have won that? I don't know. We're never going to know now. But I don't blame Byrne for missing that. I don't think anyone does. You know who I blame? I blame the leaders for the first 4 minutes of that game, because you had Cripps, Walsh, Cherry in there, and they did absolutely nothing for 4 minutes.
Of the game or that quarter?
That quarter.
You said the game.
They did nothing for 4 minutes into the fourth quarter. Dacos needed 2 minutes, and the game was technically done after that.
They actually scored 4 goals in the first 7 minutes.
Well, that makes it even worse then.
Yeah.
But again, you know what? You got to give them credit because our standards are so low on the floor. It's not even funny that normally when that type of shit happens, when we concede 4 goals or 5 goals into the last quarter. We tend to lose by 6 to 10. So you got to give him credit for actually coming back and still fighting.
Okay, Michael.
It's true. But unfortunately, that's just how things are now at the moment.
Is it true? I don't think it's true. I think that's an out.
I'm not giving them an out, but again, we're 1-5, and
we can't accept that.
Things are at the moment. Like, you expect why they're disappointed.
We can't have those words come out of our mouth. I can't accept that anymore. I can't accept that anymore, man. We're in front. We let them back in. They win the game. I don't care that we came back. Even if we drew that game, I would have been disgusted.
Yeah, and then you had, you know what's funny? I thought he kicked that, and I was fucking celebrating like a fool nuff. And then I looked at myself. I'm like, I'm gonna fucking celebrate.
There'd be nothing worse, would there?
Like, far out. But again, whoever thought playing Elijah Hollins today would be a great idea, they need to leave the club. There's been plenty of rumors and speculation about it. Now, what they were apparently monitoring him for the last 2 days. Why the fuck would you play him? Because I was watching him closely. He looked completely out of it. Like, I don't know if it's normal for your mouth to twitch, but it was twitching a fair bit, I'll tell you.
Well, if you're now, I don't know where you heard that, because we heard that they were monitoring him at halftime. Now you're saying they're monitoring him. I don't know where you heard that, but if that's true, then you're absolutely right. People got to go for this. If that's true, then that's it.
Yeah,
and that's the club's medical department.
Exactly.
If that's true, people are going to get sacked.
And the club need to release a statement tomorrow morning about it as well. Well, why would he play? Like, at halftime, he had 0 touches. He did absolutely nothing. But Michael Voss and whoever else made the call thought, oh no, we'll let him go. Like, you can't let a player like that play out a game in an environment like that, where it's heated, where you've got 80,000 people going off their head, and it's less than a goal. Because let's face it, like, we're all pretty thankful that nothing actually bad happened to him on field, because it could have happened. Like, if his heart rate was skyrocketing, imagine if something bad happened to him.
Yeah, but he wasn't even playing. Like, he didn't even know what he was doing.
He was just running around like a headless chook going around the ball.
If you look at him, if you actually, Rocco and I was looking at each other like,
he was spaced out. Let's be frank.
But what was he like? I don't know what he was doing. Like,
I'm actually looking forward to watching the replay of this game, because obviously, you get a different perspective when you're there, and just watching Elijah the whole time and see what he does, where he goes, where he runs.
Don't worry, there'll be plenty of highlights now from now until the weekend of shows playing it and highlighting.
Apparently, Fox Footy and Channel 7 have more vision of him, but they're not going to release that. And
but I reckon it'll come out. But listen, it's not even that he got 0 possessions. I don't even care about that. Players can have a really bad game, but it's just the way he looked like he was out of it. That's what's worrying me.
I'll never forget Cade Simpson's first 3 games of football. I don't think he got a touch in any of them.
Yeah, I know, but in a couple of them, he was like
he was off the bench. Yeah, he was off the bench.
He came on for like 10 minutes. But you're right, he got 0 possessions in his first game.
Whereas Elijah was on there for the whole time, basically.
Yeah, but where's your leaders there that grab him by the collar and say, "Get off"? They can clearly see him, so grab him and just take him off. It's not hard.
Well, I'm just looking at the time on ground percentages.
60%.
And he was the lowest of all the players at 60%. But, Jagger Smith was 64. Lewis Young was 64. Taylor Byrne was 69.
And remember, he was off for most of the last quarter too. So
that would have been a big percentage of that.
That would have been a part of it.
You need to take into account that prior to that, I think he
up to that he would have been on the ground 75%.
Yeah, 80% of
mate. I'd sack. Mate, if it is true what they're saying and all that, I'd sack them all. Everyone gone.
And everyone. You know what? You're right. Aidan, you're right. I never thought about it. You know what? The leaders on the ground, mate, they would have been seeing this, and they should have grabbed him, and they should have grabbed the coach and gone, "What the fuck's this player doing on here, man?" Like seriously.
And at half time,
it's on them too.
When they were having their meetings and all that, they could clearly, like he was clearly talking to them and all that. How can you not see that this guy is clearly not healthy enough to play?
I'm telling you, this is a massive story. This is going to be huge, man. Forget about the
loss.
loss.
I hope the club get fucking fined for it, to be honest with you.
Well, you know what this highlights? This highlights a part of the football club that is very, very, very rarely spoken about. And I'm going to let you in on a few things that I've heard over the years. That medical department has been in place now with the same people for, have to be 20 years. And I don't think that's healthy. I think you need change and renewal, and there needs to be some accountability. I just don't know anyone at the club that actually assesses whether these people are achieving what we need them to achieve. We heard a lot about the high performance area with Andrew Russell when he was there because he was on a big salary, but just as importantly, you need to make sure that your doctors and all of those medicos that are making decisions are up to it. And they seem to just get this free run because, they're doctors. We just trust whatever they say and whatever they do. How do you know that they're making the right decisions about things like this? I hope that this situation, if nothing else, really puts the spotlight on Carlton's medical department, because I've got some serious based on some things that I've been told by some people in the know, I think there should be a lot more, how can I put this? There should be a magnifying glass, applied to this medical department. That's for sure, at the very least. And some questions asked.
What a shit club we got. Now our medical department is fucked too. Like, what is wrong with this club? Like, every part of it is.
The problem, Rocco, is that there's been no accountability.
But
right?
That's fucked, man. That is weird. I'm telling you, we are done.
People just continue to be employed, whether they're doing a good job or not a good job, and there seems to be very little change taking place. We've had that many CEOs, right? From, the most recent ones like Brian Cook, and then Kane Little before him, and Steve Trigg before him. And no one seems to make any changes in that area. Very, very few changes to the football department in those sorts of areas.
Well, you're hoping that the new CEO will, after seeing what happened tonight, if the rumours are true, sacks all of them at least tomorrow.
I think everyone ought to be sacked and reapply for your jobs and open them up to other people to apply for them as well. Because, if you're good enough, you'll get your job back. But if you're not, I think we should be reassessing everyone in every position. If you're talking about doing the clean out that you're talking about doing, that's what needs to happen.
The problem is the more that we talk, the more problems we find.
Yep.
It's like cleaning a house. The more couches, the more I move the couch, the more dust I find. Like there's a fucking problem now the medical department. That's it.
I told you.
Well, there needs to be. Let's be honest. There needs to be some very, very serious questions asked, very pointed questions, and these people need to be put under the griller of why they allowed Elijah Hollins out there tonight.
So when we do these, do these internal bloody
internal reviews, it's never of the medical department.
What is this? We do an internal review every week, every year, and
it's rubbish. It's
do
all
they do that every
crap.
year, an internal review about the whole.
I don't know when they do
that. Do they
do
review everything?
Do you know what?
Or do they only review stuff when it gets bad?
The Carlton Football Club's internal reviews are about as effective as a Daniel Andrews investigation into his own government. I'm telling you, it's useless.
Like that. I like it.
Right? And the way Carlton operates, I'm making the point.
I know,
the way Carlton operates internally is just as bad as the Australian Labor Party, okay? And it's corruption.
Great.
It's just as bad. I wouldn't mind betting the AFL's just as bad as well.
Mate, the AFL's a Mickey Mouse tournament. They start changing rules in round 5.
They're a
What a load-
disgrace. They are just lucky that they have got a fantastic game that people love that keeps them alive, because they are doing everything they can to destroy this competition.
They're killing it, mate.
And to put people off.
You know what I didn't get? They went to the arc, so they can now go to the arc on the boundary line in between the arcs. I'm like, when did this rule come in? Man, I've lost. I don't even.
It was from a while back, a few weeks, or maybe even from the start of the year, that they will review every decision as long as it comes back before they take their kick, and that they can.
Wasn't it in between the arcs?
Yeah, that's when it happened.
No, but no, it didn't. It happened in it came off Haynes's leg, and they had a shot at goal.
Oh, so they reviewed it there. You're right too. Yeah.
And this rule came in like I don't even know. I think it was in the year or something.
Oh, this is between the arc and the fifth and the goals.
Yeah, but that wasn't. That was on the full.
No, no. This is what I mean. Is that they're now reviewing stuff in the 50.
Yeah. Yes.
Since when?
Yeah,
so
but you know when that came about, Mars? Remember that time we lost a free kick against Sydney? I think it was in Sydney, and I think it might have come off McGovern, or they thought it came off McGovern's leg and it went straight out on the full, but it actually bounced after it hit his leg. And then after it bounced in play, then it went out over the boundary line. Remember that?
Wouldn't you think about this stuff if you're going to implement these rules? I mean, now we're getting off the topic, but of Carlton and Collingwood, but it's just it's a Mickey Mouse tournament. I'm telling you, it's a Mickey Mouse tournament. That's all it is. The AFL is not an elite.
Where do you draw the line?
What's next? What's next? Do they review umpiring decisions too? Then
they might as well. They might as well implement AI umpires. Seriously, yeah.
Don't forget, boys.
Nick Foot, mate.
The umpire sponsor.
Nick Foot, mate.
Yeah, I want another $800 because of tonight.
Nick Foot. Imagine what
yet again. There's another example. Why on earth would the AFL give Nick Foot the green light to be an umpire when he works for a betting company?
Well, that's a disgrace in itself.
Didn't they sack someone? Didn't they sack an umpire for betting on the Brownlow?
Yes, they did.
So why is an umpire that works for Sportsbet still umpiring then? That just doesn't make any sense.
Good question, Aiden.
They should
go.
But
what they say, I think what their logic apparently is that it's only his involvement is only with horse racing, and nothing to do with football. But I mean, they just don't read the room, do they? They just can't read the room.
He shouldn't be He shouldn't be
umpiring.
Any umpire that's involved in a betting company is just open to criticism. No wonder even if Zach Butters did say, mate, how much are they paying you? He's only invited that upon himself for working for Sportsbet.
Be an adult, be a grown man and say, you go to Zach Butters and you go, hey, cut that out, whatever. Come on.
That's how would Ray
take it on the chin like a man.
How do you reckon Ray Chamberlain would have handled it, Mars?
Sorry?
Razor. Ray Chamberlain would have handled it.
Razor, yeah. You would have taken the absolute piss out of it.
He would have had a smile on his face. He'd gone up to Zach and said, listen, mate, come on. All right? None of that. Right? I don't want to hear that again, because if you do, well, I'm going to report you. But he'd give him a warning or a friendly little,
You can't talk to the umpire.
You can't. They're snowflakes. They're snowflakes.
Well, Andrew Dillon can go fuck himself for everything. Because he sees it all as a business. This wild card shit, fucking, what else is next? You know what wouldn't surprise me? If the AFL implement what the NBA do, where you have an East and West, when you have an East Conference and a Western Conference, but instead of that, you have divisions.
Yeah.
Because I saw it on Fox Footy. I saw Fox Footy put up, this is what the AFL would look like if there was like a division thing and all that. If that happens, I'm fucking watching ice hockey.
I'm going to watch netball. I'm going to watch the Vixens play.
Yeah.
The Vixens. I love
Actually, I'm going to go and watch the Vixens play when we play Essendon.
They get like 10,000.
I'm taking my daughter to see the Vixens play. I'm taking my daughter to see the Vixens play the Mavericks, the two Melbourne teams.
over at that arena there on Olympic Boulevard that's named after a failed Labor Premier in Victoria. And then I'm going to take you to the footy after that to watch Carlton lose to Essendon.
I've got a question for David, actually. I mean, this is a loaded question, right? But I'm just going to, because now we're predicting, right? So which round does Super Duper Mikael Voss get sacked?
Today.
Was he last season?
I'll answer that in a different way. I can't see anybody in our club who could be a standing coach. I mean, our assistants are garbage, and so you might as well just let it run. I mean, everyone's talking about bringing in Simpson as a caretaker, but he won't do that.
I think it'll end up being either Ashley Hansen or Josh Fraser.
I can see that.
Fraser,
But I mean, I've been watching the assistant coaches on the side. Now, Jordan Russell last week, he literally he had a lobotomy on the side. He had no idea what he didn't he was doing anything.
I don't know how he's a coach. Jordan Russell, I don't know how he's a coach. Imagine addressing your players, right?
Are you kidding? He is not just a coach, mate. He is head of development.
Yeah. But imagine
development.
Imagine addressing players, right? So you go to your students, right? Because they are your students, right? And you're sitting down. Imagine, what are we in fucking primary school? No, not even primary school students. They stand up. Address your students, and it's sir or gaff or coach.
You know what was a warning sign last year before the GWS practice match when they're all sitting down and they're all crossing their legs and all shit like that, not taking it seriously. That's how I know this vibe's fucked.
They're taking notes like this. Which Taylor Swift album do I like the best? which pizza's the best pizza? Do you have Hawaiian on your pineapple? Pineapple on your Hawaiian. I'm like, fucking. Right, is it Bieber Chella or Sabrina Carpenter Chella? Like, fucking, come on, mate. We're playing football here.
David, do you see any world in which Michael Voss actually coaches right through to the end of the season? At this rate, the way we're going?
Well, nothing with this club ever surprises me anymore. Just when you think you've seen it all, something else happens and it bewilders you. So I definitely could see it happen just for pure stubbornness, I guess. The club
is it all going to be based on wins and losses? Like if we just keep losing every single week, is he going to coach the team right through to round 24 with 1 win and 23 losses? Or
I think the weight of the media will build up so much that they won't have much choice. But what the club could choose to do is just put all the spotlight on Voss and take the spotlight off the rest of the club, which is probably a wise way.
And that's what they will do. They do it all the time. They always make the senior coach their scapegoat. It happens every 4 or 5 years.
So I mean, I could see a circumstance where it could happen, but it's very unlikely at this stage.
We know that a win would normally give the coach an extra at least another 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. But if we kept losing every single week, at what point do you say enough's enough? Is it 1-12 when we lose to Essendon in round 13, or is it earlier than that? Is it 1-6? Is it 1-8? At what point do you think they say something's got to give? We need a circuit breaker.
I don't think the supporters can get much lower than they are because no one can expect us to win many games in the next 8 rounds, for instance. I think the media will definitely get on board and put a lot of pressure on us, and I don't think we're going to have much of a chance to rectify that. So I think the building pressure will cause an inevitable shift. I would say, with no chance of really winning the next 8 games, it would probably happen in the next 4 to 5, I would think, just to possibly, like you said, get a sugar hit.
You know what I think the board's waiting for? The board's waiting for when the players actually throw up the white flag and start losing by big margins, because what normally happens with these situations is that when the players give up on a coach, they really stop trying in a massive way, and they end up getting belted. And when you start getting 2, 3 big beltings, that's what happened to Pagan, if you remember. That's what happened to Malthouse. Teague, the same. So
I've got one for you. I reckon I know who will be head coach though. I reckon I've got a thought. I reckon I know.
Caretaker.
Oh, go do this. King in the castle.
Borat's going to be our new coach. I tell you what, he couldn't do any worse than Michael Voss, mate. Go do this, go do that, go do this.
But Voss doesn't even do that, bro.
True. He actually stands there like this.
He stands there like that.
Have you ever seen Michael Voss interact with the players in any big way when he's on the boundary line?
No. Last time,
because if he's not interacting with the players, what the hell's he down there for?
The last time I can remember was Cripps
final?
2023.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was to have an argument.
Yeah.
That's not
Yeah.
coaching the boys. That's not,
It's wild. I don't know anymore.
You're better off to be up in the box and see the game from a higher level than being down on the boundary line where you really can't see the way the game's evolving.
But you'll see him sitting on the steps again.
We're in trouble, guys, man.
In the back corner of the box.
We're in trouble, guys, and the next 3 or 4 days is going to be huge for the club.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the tough chair, man.
Look who it's against as well.
And look at the blokes in the front row there. There's no interaction going on between them.
Nah, I'm telling you that we're in trouble.
Hey, boys, one thing I've always wondered is you got a situation these days where thanks for that, Mars. Brownlow medal for Frankie.
Right.
King of the
you got a situation these days you've got senior coaches who have got a lot of assistants. Do you see Voss interacting with his assistants on match day much? I don't even see that very much.
I don't think Voss interacts with his fucking family, let alone the club, man.
I'm being quite serious here.
I'm being serious too. He was supposed to be that was his strength.
Man manager.
And he I don't know.
Leader of men.
Well, the leader of men, and he's
leader of men. He couldn't even fucking lead a fucking ants to a
horse to water. People are just walking out, and as I said, we saw this with Brisbane. I don't know how people thought that he could coach Carlton after what we saw at Brisbane, man. This is almost a mirror image of what happened at Brisbane.
Oh, well, at some point, Rob Priestley's going to have to go to his director of football, Mr. Greg Williams, and say, now, Greg, we need a new a committee, a subcommittee to appoint the next coach. Who are we going to get this time?
And then Greg's going to go,
I'll get Parko.
Where am I?
Parko's only 84 this year.
No, Greg's going to go. Greg's going to go. Why am I here? Like, why am I? Where am I?
How's he still at the club?
No, it's a disgrace, and they're doing him a disservice by keeping him there. And it's a disgrace.
Doing him a disservice? I disagree with that, Rocco. They're giving him a lot of service, mate, in the form of a massive consultancy package.
Yeah, but they're wrecking his reputation. They do
he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He only wants this, mate.
How much is he getting paid?
Anyway,
can I read this now? Before you ask that question, just a $10 super chat. Sorry, Buffalo 2452. $10 donation. Thank you very much. You guys have probably spoken about it already, but are you guys almost certain Hollands will be drug tested for how he was moving tonight? Real concerning stuff. Yeah,
he should have been fucking drug tested at half time.
The AFL, in my opinion, the AFL would have contacted us to say, "Don't you dare drug test him."
Yeah. So
they don't want all of that coming out. They don't.
We've spoken about it extensively. So you can rewind back.
AFL have got no say anymore because this now has become so big, right? They've got no. This is not something they can hide. I mean, it was there for everyone to see. But my question is, if whenever Voss gets sacked, and he will, and now with this shit with fucking Elijah, do we have to question Graham Wright?
Yeah. My word, you do.
Graham Wright has to take accountability because whenever Voss gets sacked, I don't know if it's this week, next week, 10 weeks' time, at the end of the year, whenever he gets sacked, he stood up and said he stood by Voss. If he gets sacked, you have to turn around and go, mate, this is your decision. You have to take accountability for this.
Exactly right.
Yep.
Yeah, but do you trust that him and Chris Davies can make the right decision when it comes to a new coach?
I don't know anymore.
I don't know either.
I think we all did 6 months ago, but I think a lot of people have got question marks in their minds now.
And so
I guess we've got no option but to. We have to. But you know, there've been some worrying signs lately with Graham Wright and some of the decisions he's made.
No, but what's Travis Boak doing there? He's meant to, be this fucking spiritual leader and, help him out.
Has any other club got someone like this? Has any other club appointed anyone to be in charge of culture?
He's only there like 2 days a week too. It's not like we're getting these people in. Simpson's only there like a couple of days.
They're token appointments. They're token.
Exactly right. They're not doing anything.
Yeah, I got that completely wrong. I liked it and thought, okay, they've earmarked that the leadership on field isn't good enough. But I'll tell you what, it hasn't worked one bit. It hasn't worked one bit, and we're 6 games in.
If you got Boker in a pub and you had to put a few drinks into him, he'd probably say, "Mate, I don't even know what the hell I'm doing over there. No. It's a basket case."
Another one going there just for the money, wouldn't he? He'd be on like
probably.
And Rocco, Simpson's not there a couple of times a week. He does his team meetings and says, "Are you okay?" To Vossi, that's what he does. He doesn't actually go to the club. He just does team meetings.
What does he do? What does he do exactly?
He says, "Are you okay, Vossi?" That's basically it.
And apparently he develops all these improvement plans for the assistants as well. Apparently, and that's clearly worked.
He is just there to put in place programs for the players. They don't even assess the games together. They don't even talk about how the team performed and what needs to change.
They text.
And the other thing is, he's not there to make Voss accountable for anything. He's just simply a resource that Michael Voss can go to at his option and whenever and however he likes. That's it.
He sends him texts.
That's all it is. You know what? The very fact that they put that position in and put Simpson in that position, is that not a sad indictment of Michael Voss to start with after 5 years of being our coach?
Means he's no good.
Embarrassing.
What coach in the 10th year of his senior coaching, 5th year at this current club,
training wheels,
needs someone to go to as some sort of mentor? Really? It's embarrassing. He probably had every right to say, guys, seriously, you got to be freaking kidding me, don't you?
But that would have been probably one of the the stipulations. Is that the word? That would have been one of the things that
to keep him on.
Well, they would have said, listen, we'll keep you on, but this is what we're going to do. Because, mate,
isn't that a contradiction, though? Because didn't Graham Wright say that, he's good tactically? So why would he say, we're going to give you this guy, which
of course it is.
Clearly shows that, he's not good enough. But then he says to everyone, no, I back him tactically, but he knows deep down that he isn't, so he gives him a fucking...
don't believe everything that comes out of Graham Wright's mouth, because he's already lied about the fact that he never approached... or that he didn't at least organise for an approach to be made to Craig McRae in the off-season. I'm telling you now, it all came out. Everyone knows it happened. He still denied it. He's denied it publicly. And sometimes these guys feel like, oh, well, I have to lie. And they'll lie. They will lie. Make no mistake. A lot of porky pies come out of the mouths of CEOs, let me tell you.
Anyway, listen, guys.
Yeah.
This is...
we are.
Yes, it's 2:30. My God.
Yeah, 2 hours. We are for 3 hours and 23 minutes.
Supposed to be in Logan Street in 6 hours from now, Loco.
We are. You are.
Well, I am, and I sent a message to Joe, Bangkok Joe, about meeting me down there. But anyway, I haven't heard back from him.
I'll come.
So I'm assuming he's probably not going to go.
I'm going to come.
But
You're
anyway,
going to come?
Yeah, I don't know.
Man,
where we're
I
going.
got to work, man. Like, what happened to you?
That was a good trick.
Nah, I got to
Nah,
work.
I got to work tomorrow.
But hey, thank you, David, for coming on. Always, it's a pleasure to have you on as well. Aiden, we've had a whole host tonight. We had like an 8-man meeting in here as well.
That was huge, man. Speak over there. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's like a full carnival in here. Thank you to everybody that's joined us tonight. Opposition supporters as well. They love the meltdowns. We wasn't really meltdowns tonight. I mean, I got no melting to do. I mean, I can melt more fat off me, but because we stick so fat. What is it with how much sticking fat?
How much more fat do I need to stick, mate? How much more fat do I need to stick, mate?
God. But yeah, again, thank you to everybody that joined us. Thank you to everybody that joined us in the chat. If you haven't hit the like button, make sure you smack the like button. It helps us out. We're nearly up to 4,000 as well. Yes.
One last thing I've got to plug.
Yeah,
For anyone out there that would love to hear a really good radio show on a Saturday morning about Carlton, tune in to the WA Blues on 91.3 Sport FM. And Dave is part of the team that hosts that show. And our own David Rees-Jones is on it as well with his own segment. So it's called Breakfast with the Blues, and it's all run by Dave and his team at the WA Blues. So well done, mate.
Thank you very much. And we will try to put on a good show for the Anzacs and for Carlton when they're in town at Perth.
You're also emceeing, aren't you? You're also emceeing something?
Yeah, I'll be helping with that. We'll have lots of special guests on. Even when the team's doing poorly on the ground, we have a really good turnout. There's a really massive supporter base in WA. So looking forward to it.
Beautiful.
Pleasure to have you on as well. I was going to get
all the best out there with a big week coming up.
Vince, I was going to get him to plug that, man. Come on.
I know you were. I just didn't want you to forget.
I wasn't going to forget. But again, pleasure to have you on. Pleasure to everybody that came on, everybody that watched, everybody that's watching after as well, after the live. Make sure you smack the like button, subscribe, hit the comments as well. Tell us what you think of us. I mean, there's not much to say anymore, is there? Catch all the shows
tomorrow. Review tomorrow.
Yeah. God. I got another 17 of these. Another review tomorrow will be out. So not in the morning, or maybe in the morning. It depends what time is it. Yeah, fuck it. Why not? I'll do one now. And then we've got Saturday. I don't know. I'll try and work out something with Jad to do level up. We'll analyze maybe the last quarter of how we capitulated in 5 minutes.
Can you analyze Elijah?
Oh God! Oh God! I think the whole world is analysing him. Poor bloke. Hopefully he's all right.
I'll tell you two people who've got every right to ask a shitload of questions about Elijah. His parents.
100%.
Oh yeah.
If I was his father right now, I'd be furious.
What about his brother?
Well, his brother's got right to ask questions too, but I think his parents have got the right to ask some really hard questions of the Carlton Medical Department.
I can't believe you fucking played.
Interesting 3 or 4 days coming up, I'll tell you guys.
If you didn't, so David, if you didn't know what a wog goodbye is, this is what it looks like right now. So we're going to say goodbye, but then we're going to speak for another hour, and then we're going to say really goodbye. But,
and then we're going to follow you down the driveway to your car.
Yeah. So also Blue Sunday on Sunday night with David Rees-Jones, Big Vincenz, Seba, and Joe Lutzer as well. So I'm sure they'll be spitting facts there as well, and the volcano will be erupting. It'll be erupting, mate. It'll erupt to the moon and back. Oh, God.
Apparently, I heard that the big Seba has got something planned. He's got maybe a Seba rant. I'm just going to give you a quick insight. So get ready for that.
Seba's say.
Seba's say.
Rockamoro, I'm smuggling a pig into Optus Stadium and riding Voss. Oh, my God. Voss out. I'm pretty sure Voss out on it. I'm bringing a banner, not to Fremantle, but to the St Kilda game. Voss out. Nah. What else do we got? Then TJP on the Tuesday, then we're all back again, Forever Rivals, and there's another preview, and it just goes on and on and on, this circus again.
We
But,
don't stop, Mars. We don't stop.
We won't stop, unlike the players, though they actually stop in the game. But, yeah, anyway, we turn up every week. Thank you to everybody again. Make sure you hit the like button. I know I ask you a million times, but, hey, it's free, isn't it? And subscribe. And go Blues.
Go Blues.
Kind of Blues.
For him and himself and everybody.